What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? A few more minutes to kick this off, but you guys have a little more time to get in here and race. If you'd like to join today's tournament, you're more than welcome to get in there. Load the DRL sim. Make sure you've completed the 3 heats in the Tryouts tab. Once you've done that, you'll automatically be registered for the tournaments, in which you can go over to the Tournaments tab and join in the fun in approximately less than a little more than 3 minutes, actually. And the qualifying will start for you guys. 3 more minutes till qualifying starts, but you can still join mid-qualifying if you'd like. You'll have 30 minutes to qualify for today's race. Of course, you guys are competing for a chance to get in the hot seat, the final 12 on April 2nd, to compete for one spot in the DRL League in the 2020 season. That's what's up for grabs. Don't forget, guys, plenty of ways for you to win. Tune in awards. Start your tweets, ladies and gentlemen. Start tweeting at Drone Race League using the hashtag DRLSimLive. And you might win some money. Nathan, what's going on, man? Thanks for hosting this. Jazz, you're welcome, brother. Cliffox, how are you, man? Is the tournament earlier? No, it's the same time, brother. Same time as over. What's up, Frenzy? How are you? Captain Bry, how are you, man? You guys over in YouTube, hey, Sec FPV, hi, how are you? Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? Couple minutes here, we'll kick it off. Halo Walker, I'm looking forward to your predictions. Missed you on last Thursday, I think it was. Is it NA has no day savings time anymore? No, we did have a daylight savings time. Daylight savings time has passed or been done, if you will. But this is the correct time. Yeah, I guess it would be 1 hour earlier for the rest of you guys, yeah. Nate Key 2005, what's up, man? How are you? And we will follow in 2 weeks. There you go. I know, it's weird. The time zones are all funky, right? Don't get it. What up, SK Dare? How are you, man? Welcome, welcome. Welcome. Felt like I'm missing something. Hate that feeling. Hopefully I'm not. And we're all good to go. Getting close to that go time, boys. Did SK Dare get a QX7 yet? I know that someone was giving him one, but I don't know if somebody actually sent it to him or if he got it yet.
Minus 1 minute and counting. T-minus 50 seconds.
Oh, BioCord sent the QX7. Did you receive it yet?
40 seconds and counting.
It's on the way. Gotcha. Okay. I'm looking forward to you making that. You plan on making the change, right? SK rocking the QX7. No, he's not rocking the QX7 yet. It's in the mail. It's on the way to him. He's still got the PS4 for today. Oh, I'm sure it will. Theo Lambert, what's up, man? Let's do this. It's about that time again. It is. Greetings from Germany from PX Saber in the YouTube chat. Hey, man, how are you? It's that time again. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the DRL Sim Show. What's going on, everybody? How the hell are you guys? Happy Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And you might notice we got a little bit of a different setup going on here. Well, we just repositioned some stuff in the studio to where we had this lovely sound acoustic tile background just for you guys, so people don't complain about my my window in the background. Because God forbid we got a window in the background. Hold the press, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, hello and welcome to the 2020 DRL Sim Tryouts. Of course, I'm your host, Tony Niddle, and today marks tournament number 7 here on week 4 of the Tryouts, where we crown our 7th winner, I should say. I gotta update my text over here. 7th winner, ladies and gentlemen, will be crowned today going into that finals, that hot seat on April 2nd. There's still plenty of time to register, ladies and gentlemen, and you guys can fly in the tournaments. Once the sim's downloaded, go to the Tryouts tab from the main menu, complete those 3 qualifying heats that you need to do within that Tryouts tab, and you're already registered for the tournaments. And all you have to do is click on the tournaments tab from the main menu and start your qualifying, which has already started, ladies and gentlemen. It's going on right this second. You guys will have 30 minutes to complete their fastest times on the track. Get on the leaderboard, the top 24. Remember that, guys, top 24. Move into the bracket. 4 groups of 6 battle it out. The top 3 from each group move on to the semifinals, and we'll have 2 groups of 6 battle it out. The top 3 from those 2 groups move on to the finals, giving us our final 6 for today's tournament, and one lucky winner will get his position in the final event on April 2nd. They'll be competing for a chance to become the next pilot in the DRL League in the 2020 season, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are ready for a good time. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Grab your controllers, grab your drinks, kick your feet up, and get ready for some fierce, fierce competitions, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a surprise guest for you guys today. Of course, you guys know him as the 2-time reigning champion of DRL, Mr. Jordan Temkin, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, hey.
Yeah, oh yeah.
How are you, man?
Hanging out, man. I have this beautiful window here.
Oh, everyone's going to complain about it. They're all going to post about the wind. God forbid there's a window. There's a window in the background.
And all sorts of other junk. But anyways, you know, I'm hanging out with you guys, excited to watch some racing. I've actually been following along for most of the races that I can watch. I've watched the one, I believe Chief won one of them.
Yeah.
The one Amari did.
Yeah.
You know, it's been pretty exciting. Also, you misspelled my name. Just gonna tell you that now.
Oh, well, where's the main man? Where's the man behind the scenes? Travis Daly, where are you, my man?
Whoops.
Yeah. It's all good. You know, it's only been like how many years that I've been with DRL?
Oh, well, what are you going to do,
It was kind
right?
of a rush job right before this, but I'm sure Tony won't mind fixing it right in the middle of the stream, right?
If you'd like me to, if you send me the new graphic, we'll try and fix that in the middle. But you know what? Then I got to do the other one too. But I could do it, man. I could do it.
Yeah. You know, that's I'm gonna put that one on you guys. But anyways,
as you should,
yeah.
right?
I'm doing well. I'm really, really excited. I did fly the track a little bit before this, to kind of, you know, to see what everyone's up against.
Of course.
This week's track's pretty simple. It seems like.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
No, it's not at all.
But there's like a lot of these big open areas where you could take a line 100 different ways.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see how people handle that under pressure, and if they can really hold it together to get that win.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a fierce competition. Travis has definitely set us up with a crazy, crazy track. You know what? Real quick, might as well, since we got a little bit of time during this qualifying period, you guys all out there should be going through the qualifier right this second. If you're not, you need to be, because you're losing time. You only have 25 minutes left until the qualifying is over for today's tournament for you guys to get into the top 24. So make sure you're doing that really quickly. Before I show you guys today's track, just a reminder, we got plenty of ways for you guys to win lots of money, because I know you guys want it. Well, one of the easiest ways to do is to tweet at Drone Race League using the hashtag DRLSimLive. You can see it right down there on the bottom of the screen. DRLSimLive. Send those tweets out at Drone Race League. Tell us what you think is going to happen today. Who's going to win? Who's your favorite pilot? Questions you have for Mr. Jet, send them our way, ladies and gentlemen. We'll make sure we get those answered for you guys right here on stream.
Yeah.
And you might win $100 for doing that. Just like that. We've had lots of winners in the past. 3 lucky winners will get $100 today at the end of the stream. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you have different ways to win. There's some participation awards where all you have to do is fly in at least 6 of the weekly tournaments, and you might get $250, ladies and gentlemen. The rookie leaderboards the same way. All you have to do is fly in all of those tournament tracks in a solo race, set a good leaderboard time, top 25, and random winners will get a $250 as well, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, there's lots of other ways, the regional competition, the weekly leaderboard. Make sure you guys are checking out the DRL website for all of those details on that. Yeah, we got that, Amy. What are you gonna do, right? Yeah, I mean.
Hey, I sent you updated. I said I updated it for you right there.
Well, Amy's made that same mistake also on the Instagram. So.
Yeah. Well, this. Trav, you said you sent new ones my way.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm assuming you didn't send it through Discord. You sent it through Slack.
Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, I can ramble about FPV shenanigans. If you
Well,
want.
I want to know what's been going on in your life. I know you've been kind of crazy busy doing all kinds of things. You ended up getting a house not all that long ago. Maybe some people don't know about that. What has been going on in the jet life?
I moved into a house kind of towards the end of the DRL 2019 season. Most of the winter has just been like trying to organize this office, as you can see, but it's really that organized. And everything like off screen that way is even worse.
Yeah.
But you know, that's how you do.
That is exactly how you do it, right?
Otherwise, you know, I just got a puppy.
Yeah.
For a month, so that's been exciting. He's currently at a puppy daycare socialization class.
Okay,
so
how does that work?
First time in a month and a week that I have had the entire house to myself.
Wait, puppy daycare social what?
So,
talk to me about that a little bit more, because I'm curious.
You know, it's him hanging out with other puppies around the same age, so that he gets used to hanging out with other dogs, so he doesn't turn into one of those that's just is aggressive and hates everybody else.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, you know, that's the goal. But otherwise, you know, I've been skiing, I've been flying. I was just up in somewhere in North America, skiing with a bunch of pro skiers.
Nice.
And flying drones with them as well.
That's what I'm talking.
And I got some footage that I'm really, really, really stoked about, but I can't show.
I was gonna say, when are you planning to share this?
That comes out next fall.
Oh man, okay.
Ski movies are always filmed like the year before, and then they come out right before the season starts to kind of stoke everybody up.
Of course.
So that was my big focus recently, and now I live in Seattle.
Okay.
So right as the weather's getting better, it's not raining anymore, the AMA field has opened up, the local one that I train at.
Yeah.
So training has begun. You know, now that the time change, it's actually light out until after dinner time.
Yeah. I love when time change happens. I think it's so much better. You get more daytime. You know what? You got a little more energy, a little more pep in your step, you know? That's just the way life is just so much better in my opinion.
So
I got your name corrected, by the way. So you should be good to go. I'll have to change it on the other screens as well. Let me just make sure. Did it change here? Yes, it did. Okay, good. Good. There we go, Trav. I got it all fixed, man. It's all taken care of.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, man. It's Monday, right?
It is. Today's Monday, right? Yeah, it is. I don't know, man. My days are so out of whack. I literally just rearranged the entire studio in like the shortest amount of time. Things are like hectic in my brain. So today's going to be a little loopy, just letting you guys know ahead of time, okay?
Let me see if I can find a picture of my puppy just so everyone understands.
Yes. Throw that up there.
That is the little guy right there.
Oh, is that a Labradoodle?
Yeah, so he's a mini golden doodle. And if you want to see more pictures, follow him on @LouisWithTheCurls on Instagram.
Louis with the curls on Instagram. I mean, if we're throwing dog Instagrams out there, you can follow Mark.
Yeah.
You can
follow me on Instagram at jet.fv.
Oh, yeah.
We can keep going.
You can follow him, too. But if you want to follow my dogs, you can do that, too.
Yeah.
My wife has a Instagram set up for our dogs, too. So I'm with you.
Yeah, it's been fun. You know, something for the girlfriend and I to do that's not drone related.
Yeah. Of course.
You know, not a hobby.
Of course.
Well,
no, Amari, I am not at So this was my setup originally, and then I changed setups, and then Travis changed his setup. So no, I'm not. I'm in my studio. Space Bath says, "What's up, Jet? How are you, man?" Jet, good job on proper dog training. Not enough people understand what you are doing. Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Rizzy. Yeah, it's my first time, and I'm definitely scared, but it's been fun. It's been
The
really
dog
fun.
is cuter. That's true. I'll give you that. But Jordan is close second. This guy says.
Come on.
Question from Bryce Bentley on YouTube to you, Jet. Do y'all get a Racer 4 for DRL practice?
Yes, we do. We get a couple, actually. And then we get as many parts as we pretty much need. And we spend, I spend 4 or 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. Well, it's more like whenever I wake up in the morning till when the sun sets, however many hours that is.
Sure.
Just flying and training and moving course elements around and practicing those and whatnot. And yeah, my Racer 4s are like right.
As he pulls it out of a box full of stuff.
Like there's parts, there's pieces, everything you need. DRL definitely takes care of it. That stuff.
Important update from the Twitch chat from Mrs. Canoodle says that Marley, our dog, is now following Louie on Instagram.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Marley.
Thank you for that
Jet,
update, babe.
I got a quick request, Jet. Could you just shut down your game for a quick sec? We just got to add a flag to your account, give you a special VIP access to the game. It
Ooh.
just didn't get added beforehand.
Oh, wow.
And let me know once you got it shut down, and I'll let you know when you can open it back up.
Yeah, anything for VIP access.
Yeah. What time are they actually going to race? Peter Foley is asking. Well, qualifying is going on right now. We'll be showing you guys the qualifying track in just a moment and updating you guys on all of the qualifying times. And then racing will begin right after that. So that should be in about 15 minutes or so, Mr. Peter. So you got time to grab a drink and get on back and watch the action unfold.
All right.
Mojo Joe says, I love the time change. Better FPV hours. Yeah, no joke, right? Exactly. Yeah. Jet from Pure Sim says, what race did you get your race control sign from?
That is from Ohio Crash Site.
Oh.
So the third ever DRL race?
Yeah.
Is that third?
Ohio was the fourth, was it not?
Was that fourth?
Miami, then we had LA, and then we had LA, and then we had the Bell Labs, and then we had Ohio.
Okay.
So fourth.
So number four.
Yeah.
Number four. So that was I was given it.
He said, I love how slow you said that with a nod as well to go along with
it was
it.
more like everything else was packed up. We were the last people leaving, and I was like, "Hey, you guys forgot the race control sign," and it was like, "Oh no." You just have to find it. So.
I got something I want to show you as well that I have, which is like a little Jet memorabilia that I picked up years and years ago. So be right back. Let me grab that. I wish I would have grabbed it ahead of time. But give me 1 second. You just keep the audience entertained,
I know
okay?
what you're gonna get.
I don't know.
He's probably gonna go get what I have on the other wall over there.
I don't know. We'll find out. Be right back.
Okay. All right. Well,
You're good on.
anyways, I'll hang out with the rest of y'all. And Travis.
Hey, how's it going? You can open up the game again and tell us some stories.
Okay. Story time. What else? My friend and I just found this really cool spot up in the mountains where it used to be the old highway, but then a river took it out a decade ago. So there's just this old bridge that goes to nowhere over a river. And I was flying that the other day. I don't know. Those are things that you can't Google. Oh, where is there abandoned bridges?
I miss living on. I don't know if it's just a thing for the West Coast, but when I lived British Columbia, which is kind of similar terrain, I think, to where you are, it's mountainous and full of trees, and there was just so many places to discover. It was just an amazing place to fly. Now I'm surrounded by farm fields. It's much more difficult to find places like that. But
just like forest land.
Yeah, it was all abandoned mining towns and things like that.
Yeah, it's been really, really fun.
I'm back. Now, what did you have that you said you thought I was going to show you?
So I have. I'll just pick this up.
Just going to pan the camera over.
Slightly. Yeah, it's if you look behind the shelf over there.
Yeah.
The shark fins.
Yeah.
You know
those big red things over there.
Yeah.
You know the ones that kind of look like this one right here.
The people who know. Yeah.
So I think the only difference though between yours and mine is that mine has everyone's signature on it.
So one of mine has.
Oh, nice!
Signatures.
So for those that don't know, if you guys remember the older podiums from was that first season, I believe, there was these little flags on the back of the podium that these signs were attached to, so you knew whose podium was whose. Now we have it all done digitally, but back in the days, they used to have to grab the sign and
everything
interchange
was analog,
them. Yeah, everything was done manually. So this was from the podium when Jet won the championship. So,
that's that one.
Yeah. So,
I
got it.
I think mine are from Bell Labs in Ohio.
Okay.
So third one then.
Yes.
I see where it went.
Now, I don't know what happened to the other half of it because there's two parts of it, right?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the other half, but I got one half, and that's what I ended up taking. All right, we got to get into some business here. You guys need to see. What? Oh, I'm sorry. What did you want me to ask? I already asked that one, Trask, but I asked that way before. Oh, ask Jordan if he prefers racing or long range.
Oh, well, I don't know if that's preference.
Okay.
That's like, I both like to ride my bike and my car to get to places.
Okay.
They're just different.
So you like them both?
Yeah, I like them both for their own reasons. Long range, I like because it's this self-enjoyment of flight and exploration.
Yeah.
And I like racing because it's competitive and adrenaline crazy and action. So yeah, they're different fun for me.
All right. Well, let's get into the week 4 track for you guys so you guys can see what it is these guys are flying on. Here's a little preview of that week 4 track. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, that epic track going at you guys today. It's our week 4 track. That's what these guys are dealing with. Of course, we're going to get into a little bit of a replay and show you guys one of the fastest times on the track. We haven't done any updating of the actual tournament as far as the results go. So let's get into that real quick, and then we'll talk some more with Jet and get some more of your guys' questions answered. I know you guys have lots of them, and we really appreciate it. So keep on throwing those questions at us, and we'll pile them up, and we'll get them all answered for you guys. 10 minutes, 50 seconds left in the qualifying run. For you guys that are still flying out there, keep on setting those record-setting times and get to the top 24 of the leaderboard. I just hit the wrong button, ladies and gentlemen. Of course I would, right? Why wouldn't I? So hang tight just a second as I get out of that. How do I get a Jet bobblehead? Hey, it's Carlos asking in the Twitch chat. Where do we find a Jet?
I would like a Jet bobblehead also. Where do we get a Jet bobblehead?
Yeah, someone tell Amy, Amanda. Somebody, we need a Jet. We need bobbleheads. But I don't want just a Jet bobblehead.
I do have a Jet figurine though.
Oh, can I see that? You have a pop, right?
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Let's go. I'll get you guys those results right now, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I got to fix Jordan's name on that screen as well. I'll get that done in just a second. Star, the number 1 time with a 103.30 right now. Halo Walker just behind him. These guys representing out of the country from the U.S. A-Drone right there behind him in the number 3 spot. Doma FPV in the number 4. SK Dare, G-Man, Shames, Hondo, Creator Gamer, and Captain Crazy. You guys are all 1 through 10 right now as it stands in the qualifying. Imperious, Longcat, Free. You guys are 11, 12, 13. Scrappy FPV in there as well. Bondi in there, number 15. Bondi, it's great to see you in the top 24, my man. Congrats on that one. I know we were talking not all that long ago. You were brand new to the sim. We were talking in chat, in game, and now here you are, number 15 on the board. So great job. Default, the number 16 spot. Burf right there. Flying Ryan, Frenzy, Top Shot, Sackett in the number 20 spot right now. And let's go to that third page, of course. Top Shot. Oh, now Top Shot just got moved down to 21 just in that 1 second that we were talking. Zut FPV number 23 or 22. Scooby is 23. And James the Ripper, right the second you were on the cutoff, my friend. You're in as it stands right now with a 105.98. So 105.98, ladies and gentlemen, is a time to beat as it stands right now. Of course, that time will get a little faster as we progress through this tournament. So keep that in mind as well. Your results, ladies and gentlemen, from the top 24, going back to page number 1, just to see if there's any changes. Star, Halo Walker, A-Drone, Dolma, G-Man, same top 5 on there. 103.30, still the number 1 time on the boards, ladies and gentlemen. All right, what do you got for us over there?
Oh, you want to see?
Yeah. Hey, you got to put that a little closer to that camera for us. We got to see that thing. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. He has goggles on, too.
Oh, yeah, he's got Fat Sharks on. He's holding a little racer. He's got the you know, classic black pants.
Yes.
Even his jersey matches.
Tilt that upwards so we can see the light a little bit. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, look at that.
It's hard to see that jersey with the light on it, with the shadow on it, but I can tell that it's there.
Yeah,
I'm sure you have a picture of it on your Instagram. I wouldn't say I believe I saw
I
that.
do.
Okay.
It is a cutie, and it is one of my most prized possessions.
Well, there you go. Devil, what is your question for Jet? Flippy floppies? Does he like to do flippy? Is that what you want to know? Do we know?
Yeah, of course.
Do we know if Dare got his controller from Zach? Dare has not got his controller yet. It's on the way. He should be getting it soon. Is there only one tryout a year in the sim? Yes, the Ether Incorporated. Yes, there's only one tryout that goes on every single year. There has been a tryout each year in the past. And this is our fourth or fifth one now, I think it is. I don't even know. I'm losing track of them now. What's the fastest track of the DRL season, Bryce? That requires me to do some research and figure out which one had the fastest off the top of my head. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one some more.
Well, the real fast ones, we just end up doing 2 laps.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's get you guys a replay of the number one qualifying, the number one time on the leaderboards. May not be the number one qualified time, but the number one overall time on the leaderboards. Let's see who that is as I get that screen pulled up for you guys. Don't forget, guys, tune into Wars. Make sure you're tweeting at Drone Race League using that hashtag DRLSimLive, and you might win $100 today, guys. 3 of you guys will win $100 just in a little while. So keep that in mind. Make sure you're using those tweets, ladies and gentlemen. AJFPV, the number one time on the board. He's one of our previous winners from the tournament series, and he'll be in the top 12 on April 2nd in that final event. So look forward to seeing him as well. Orange stuff in there as well. Palos, Halo Walker, number 4 guy overall on the leaderboard. But look at number 5. If you guys ever wanted to be blown away, number 5 is an 8-year-old kid. I'm just saying. Splatoon Kids, who is, if you look at number 7, Tombo, that's his dad. Tombo's son, Splatoon Kids, number 5 on the leaderboard, a 103.06 from an 8-year-old kid. Ladies and gentlemen, 8!
Oof. And he's not that far back from first there. Is
Oh, no, he's not. That kid's crazy. Oh, man. Why aren't my kids flying this? What's going on? They don't even fly. Ah, man. So, something to think about right there. Let's take a look. As a matter of fact, why don't we just take a look at Splatoon Kids' number one time on the track, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be epic. The bobblehead is amazing. It is, right? I want one, too. I want the pop, too. I want to see this bobblehead you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I'd love to see a bobblehead.
We haven't seen that. What he showed was a pop.
Yes.
I want.
The head does not bobble.
No. All right, here's that number 5 time from Splatoon Kids on this track, ladies and gentlemen. His FPV view. Matter of fact, I'll turn on his controller overlay as well, so you can see how amazing he is on the sticks and how crazy he is. Going up top and then down below, dropping down the side of the wall, making that hard right turn onto the wall ride next as he dives down into the pit. Super narrow. I don't even know what happened there.
Wow, right on the corner, huh?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Splatoon Kids lap 2 for him. 30-second mark. I love how he pre-turns that to roll over onto the ascent to drop down to that dive gate. Then headed up the wall. He'll make that drop and then a hard right around the corner onto the wall right next. He is so fun to watch, right, Carla? And look at this giant dive into the pit. And he cuts it as narrow as he possibly can to the inside upper ledge of that drop.
Wow.
I mean, if you want to shave time, getting as close as you possibly can, that's the way to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was Splatoon Kids, ladies and gentlemen, the 103.06, and that's on today's track. Now, he's in the number 5 overall in the track through solo races, but not in the actual tournament. He does not qualify. There was an age requirement of 16 years or older to be in the DRL competitions. So, unfortunately, he's got a few years to go before he can compete in those ones. But, fantastic job. What's that?
He's got to double his age.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that run through though. Yeah, it's nuts. There you go, Graham. You got that answer.
Forward section looks pretty tough, man. That's what I was struggling with.
It's a wild track. I mean, it's not the most difficult track in the world, but it has its challenges when you're trying to fly super fast, you're trying to be precise, you're trying to be consistent. That's where it becomes challenging. And doing that over and over in that grind, it can get to you after a while. So you got to take your time a little bit, you got to slow down a little bit, you got to change your speeds up, change your momentum, change things up to figure out what's going to make the best line for you on that track, and try a few different things as well. So
and manage your risk, right? You don't want to be making mistakes once we're in tournament bracket time.
Exactly. Yeah.
That'd be bad.
Nate Key, 2005. Why is there an age requirement? Well, my man, we got to. People are traveling all over the world to race in the Drone Racing League. You got to have crazy different schedules. You be up all hours of the night, so we can't have kids doing that. We need kids to go to school. We need you guys to finish your school, and then you guys can come fly with us and race after you guys hit that age requirement. So, there's a lot goes on. There's contracts, negotiations. It's just not it's not the best place for kids to be dealing with. And DRL is very, 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 very strong feeling about kids need their education. They shouldn't be pulled out of that kind of stuff. So, that goes first.
And it was 18 last year.
It was, yeah. We did drop it this year as well. Yeah, and there are lots of labor laws. There's all kinds of different rules depending on where you're coming from. Yeah, so you have 1 year until you can try out. Well, keep on grinding. It means you got a year to get even better than you are today, and you have a better chance coming up next year. Question for you, Jet, from Banu on Twitter. Says, what is your most satisfying freestyle trick or combo?
Oh, I don't know if my most satisfying trick is specifically a trick. It's more my favorite thing to do is you go to a mountain and you find one of those slot canyons or chutes or avalanche paths, and just getting deep in it for a long time. You're narrowly missing trees and rocks and bushes, and you make it out alive. That satisfaction where you're like, sweet, I didn't lose my drone. And my
and you didn't have to go for a 3-hour hike to go find it down that canyon.
Right. So it's not necessarily like a trick. It's more about being able to conquer a location how you imagined it and having it come out the way that you wanted it to.
Yeah. Oh, man. 47 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen, until qualifying is over. So if you're on your final, you're on a run right now. Hopefully you finish in the next 40 seconds until that's done, and you can get into today's tournament. As it stands right now, looking at those results, let's see if it changes at all in those next 30 seconds or so. G-Man has moved into the number 1 spot overall, ladies and gentlemen, a 103.26 star. Just behind him, Halo Walker down to the number 3 spot, Adrone Dolma. Everyone getting pushed down. SK Dare coming up, however, to the number 6 spot, rocking that PlayStation 4 controller, by the way. Creator Gamer in the number 7, Hondo and Shames 8 and 9, Captain Crazy, you're in the number 10 spot as it stands right now. Longcat, Scrappy, Imperious, 11, 12, 13, Free, Bondi, Vizzy, Default, Burf, Flying Ryan, and Scooby 14 to 20. And looking at page number 3, Robot, Frenzy, Top Shot, Sackett, and Zut FPV 21 through 24. And Zut's sitting on a 105.74 right now. So if you could do that in the next few seconds, you might be able to move into position. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. The time is up. The top 24 are there. Listen for your names. G-Man, Star, Halo Walker, Adrone, Dolma, SK Dare, Creator Gamer, Hondo, Shames, Captain Crazy, Longcat, Scrappy FPV, Imperious, Free, Bondi, Vizzy, Default, Burf, Flying Ryan, Scooby, Robot, Frenzy, Top Shot, Sackett, and Zut. There you have it. Group number 1, however, will be G-Man, Hondo, Shames, Vizzy, Default, and Zut FPV. Right there in the center of the screen, ladies and gentlemen. That's group number 1. Jordan, you'll need to open up that tournament bracket screen, and you'll see an option to go into spectate on group number 1. If you look at the stream, you should be able to see what I'm looking at.
Yeah. I think I'm in here.
All right. So if you hit that spectate, it should take you into the lobby itself.
Easier.
Perfect. All right.
Way ahead of you.
Canoodle, you're on the wrong side. Hey, man, whatever side I'm on is the right side, my man. Just saying. Yeah, we moved some things around. I repositioned some stuff here inside the studio, moved everything over to this wall, and now you guys have this background as opposed to the window because everyone lost their minds for some reason. We're waiting for one more to get in here. When did G-Man start beating those 103.4? I don't know. I'm not sure, man. Jet thinks he's Han Solo. Question mark? LOL. Maybe. I don't think so. I think Han Solo thinks he's Jet. To be honest with you. Just saying. Oh no! Star says my internet crashed. I couldn't compete in group number 1. What do you mean you couldn't compete? We haven't started yet. We're waiting. If you're supposed to be in group number 1, we're waiting for you.
Yeah, hurry.
Tater Tot, you hated that window? What's wrong with you guys? All right. Is it too soon, Halo, to throw out your predictions, or do we need to wait a little while? You missed. Oh, bad luck misses the window. Well, the window's still there. So I'll take a picture and post it on social media for you if you really like. Shames is in there. I don't think Star was supposed to be in group number 1. So, Star, I don't think you missed anything.
Star is in group number 2.
Okay.
Oh, lucky day.
Let me see if I can get this new box with the correct spelling of Jordan's name in there. Let's see here.
Amateur move.
There it is. I got it in there, but it's not sitting just quite right. But we're gonna have to just deal with it for just a minute and get into race number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Here they are going down the main stretch into that first turn. Zut in the orange drone, Hondo in blue, Vizzy in green, Default in purple, G-Man flying the red drone, and Shames flying the yellow drone. This is G-Man on the run up to the top gate, a dive back down, a turn around the wall. G-Man into a wobble, goes for a little spill, drops to 5th place, now has some work to do as he continues to claw his way up to the front of the pack. Vizzy in the green drone. We're following along with him in that battle, neck and neck between Vizzy and Zut, going back and forth on the chase, though. To the front of the pack, lap number 2 starts now. Hondo in the lead. We had a slight wobble there from the guys in the back. Looked like Vizzy gone down in the green drone. We're on Hondo in blue as he screams up top gate and then dives down to make that hard right turn around the wall. Onto the wall ride next. Hondo's still in the lead. Here's Zut's view as he dives into this huge pit and screams all the way back up. Zut now in second place, just ahead of G-Man, battling for second. Hondo pulls even farther ahead. Hondo on the run to the finish makes it in with a 105.30. Zut in second, and G-Man in the number 3 spot with that red drone, a 106. Now, in the past, Jet, the red drone has consistently been the lucky drone on the tournaments.
Sounds about right.
I thought you'd like that. He who holds the red drone typically has been doing very well. So we'll have to find out if that streak continues here. But as it stands right now, G-Man has that red drone. He got 3rd place. He'll get 5 points on the board with 106.83. But our top time so far in heat number 1, 105.30 from Hondo. He'll get 10 points, 10.75, 3, 1, and 0. That's the points from 1st place to 6th place. We'll go into heat number 2 in just a moment here. Let's find out if that red drone will continue to be the lucky streak. I don't know. Yeah,
man. I might have jinxed it by coming in here, huh?
Maybe, but hopefully not. I mean,
yeah, hopefully it's more like I'm giving them energy.
That's the plan. Yeah, exactly.
Right. That is the plan.
All right, we're going on board with Shames in the yellow drone, his FPV view. We'll turn on the controller overlay for those of you who like to look at that. Into that split S dive, beautiful transition to left turn, up the gate, and then down the next as they set up for that sky gate, and then the drop down, hard right turn around the corner. Shames still in the lead, Hondo in 2nd place, onto the wall ride next, the dive back down into this huge pit. The FPV view, big fumble from Shames as he goes down, drops to 6th place. He's got some work to do now. G-Man in the red drone, clawing behind, looking for Hondo in the blue just in front of him. Takes the inside to the turn. A little bit faster, closes the distance between him and Hondo. Hondo slightly pulls away. G-Man goes a little wonky as he drops into that small section between the ground portion. Up top, the sky gate, the drop down, hard right turn. Not gaining any ground yet from G-Man onto the wall ride, the dive into the pit. Maybe he could do it here. Tight to the inside upper lip. That allows him to close the distance. He gets slightly closer to Hondo, but not quite good enough yet. On the wall, out to the run to the finish, the final turn. G-Man closes the distance, but doesn't get in time to get 1st place. That was a close race, guys.
Yeah, it was.
Woo! That one was legit.
I got sweaty hands, man.
Zach Anderson is showing us a picture. It shipped. Give me a minute, and I'll share a photo of it just before I entered the post office. I wish I can show you that one, but it is a picture of the QX7 going into a box that he is shipping out to SK Dare, who's been rocking a PlayStation 4 controller and killing it, by the way, I might add. So two heats are done. 20 points on the board for Hondo. G-Man just behind in 12 with 12 points in second. And Zut in the number 3 spot, 8 points. But still anyone's game, 3 heats to go as we get through the quarterfinals group number 1. That's Flippy Floppy's Sideways, bro, Devil's Reject says. Which one are you talking about? Only played this track for the first time tonight for qualifying. Only 25 minutes play in a time of a 1:12. Finished 56th. Pretty happy, Monkey Boy. That's a solid run right there for only 25 minutes of playing. Nice job, my man. Nice job. Yeah. All right, let's get into the outside view and watch the pack scream along this track as they go through gate number 1 into the split S. Hondo in blue up front now falls way back, actually, and moves ahead into second place. The battle unfolds. Zut, his view from the orange drone atop the sky gate, the dive to the right side. Hondo just in the mix right there in front of him in the blue drone, holding on to first place as they dive down into the pit. Hondo screams back up top in first. Into the Emmelman, the hallway, the corridor next, the drop down into lap number 2. Hondo still in the lead. Zut, FPV in the orange in second place. Vizzy in that green drone in third place currently. But he's got a battle now unfolding. G-Man trying to get into the mix in the red drone, pushing ahead of Vizzy, and then Vizzy taking it right back. The sky gate to drop down the right turn. Zut's view from third now into second as he creeps up on Hondo. Hondo still in the lead. The dive down to the pit. Vizzy still in striking distance from Zut, though. Into the Emmelman. Who comes out faster? Zut does, but Vizzy had a nice run around him, unable to make the pass, though. The tight turn! Zut makes the pass with a 105.66. He'll get second place, pushing Vizzy back to third. Hondo in the lead, 104.64 for first place for him. Whew! Shames now brings it in with a 117 from that fumble he had earlier on. 3 heats down, 30 points on the board. The blue drone apparently is lucky this time.
Look at that.
While it's 2 a.m. here, why am I doing this? Because drones, my man. Because drones. Just saying. And we're moving right along here. What color are left for your drone in DRL? What do you mean, Bryce? Over there on YouTube.
Are left? What's not taken, maybe?
Yeah, maybe he's asking that. I'm not sure.
That is a question that we won't know until the season starts, I think.
That's right, yeah. Off the blocks and through the first gate, we've got a jumbled mix-up of drones at the front. Hondo now falling back in that blue drone as he tries to claw his way back up front. The dive down into the next gate. The sky gate next up top. The dive back down. Hard right turn. Hondo still in third place, now fourth onto the wall ride. G-Man up in front in that red drone. The dive into the pit, tight to the upper lip. G-Man still holding on to first place as he goes to that Emmelman into the next cube. G-Man in red, lap 2. Hondo in blue in second. Default in third. Here's Default's view as he plays chase behind Hondo and G-Man. Onto the ascent and the dive back down. G-Man still in the lead. Default now moves into second. Hondo goes down, falls to fourth place. Shames in the mix in third. Shames' view from third as he plays chase from the distance. I don't even see Default and G-Man up there. Going back to Default's view. Out of the Emmelman into the cube. Default not going to be able to catch up on the final turn into the finish. G-Man takes first place with a 105.24. Default in second. The blue drone, 106.20. Shames in third, 109.06. A big improvement from the previous heat. 30
There's
points.
A lot of carnage. A lot of carnage.
It was a bunch of little wobbles, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Hondo had one crash, and then I don't think he could really get it back together after that. And
Hondo, unfortunately, dropping all the way to 6th place. He gets a big goose egg on the board for heat number 4, a 112.08. But Shame's doing great, and he moves up a little bit as far as position from heat number 4, from heat 3 to heat 4, but it doesn't make a change for him overall. Still got 10 points on the bottom with Vizzy. But your top guy, Hondo, 30 points, 23 and 18 for G-Man and Zut. Hondo gaining. Let's get him. The race call for starting. What's going on over there on the chat? What's up, Crash and Rebuild? How are you, man? Clone number 1 over in the YouTube chat says, my brother just told me he's playing the sim with a Wii mote and a nunchuck.
Whoa.
Wow. Wow. I don't know what to say to that. I don't. That's interesting. Onto the split S. Lap number 1, Vizzy up there in the front. No, it's Shames in the yellow drone as he's up front. G-Man in red right there with him. Just behind on the drop to make the right turn. G-Man makes a better turn and moves into position for first place. The dive down into the pit. Shames and Vizzy battling for second. G-Man up alone, up front, up alone, alone up front, excuse me, into the cube. Shames just behind him. G-Man on lap number 2. Shames right there with him. Vizzy in third. Ducks in a row for these three as they go into the split S. G-Man super tight to the inside out of that split S. A beautiful transition for him as he holds on to first. Up to the Skygate, the dive back down around the corner. Shames still in second place, just behind G-Man. Default just behind Shames. The dive into the pit. We're watching Default. See if I can give you guys his FPVE footage. There it is. Default through the cube and out. The final turn as he follows along behind Shames and G-Man in third place, 106.37. Bad luck.
Look at that.
What are you? I'm not
Red
sure what you're
luck.
asking.
Red luck.
Oh!
That's what we needed.
There it is! Right
Look
there,
at
ladies and
that.
gentlemen. The red drone gets the luck back. As we finish the quarterfinals of group number 1, G-Man, 33 points up top. Hondo in second with 31, and Default in third. Now, Default and Zut both have 18 points, but Default has the higher position based on the faster overall time. So if there is a tie on points, it's broken based on the overall time. Shames in the number 5 spot, Vizzy in the number 6. Zut, Shames, and Vizzy. Unfortunately, their time's done here.
Darn.
G-Man, Hondo, and Default moving on to the semifinals. They'll have to go wait for us to get the next group going.
That was great racing, man.
That was some solid runs right there.
I wonder what happened to Hondo on that one, because he was doing so good in the beginning, and then it looked like mistakes kind of kept adding up and then got in his head.
That could be the case. You know all too well
Yeah,
about that. I mean,
oh,
everyone
I
who
do.
out there, everyone who races definitely knows that feeling.
Yep.
Group number 2, Star, Creator Gamer, Captain Crazy, Bondi. No, I'm sorry. Bonatti. I was saying that wrong the whole damn time. Burf and Top Shot Sackett. You guys are in group number 2.
So who's the favorite in this group at the moment? I saw Star pretty high on that leaderboard.
Yeah, Star
was number 2 on
Okay.
the qualifying round with a 103.30, just behind G-Man.
Yeah, I would say Star
okay.
is definitely the favorite on this one. Captain Crazy's been doing pretty good as well. Burf has done well. We've seen Top Shot Sackett in the top 24, I want to say, every time, more or less. Creator Gamer's up there as well. First time we've seen Bonatti in there as well.
Awesome.
Can we move? Can you move us up to the race call channel?
No sweat.
Waiting for the first race of group number 2 of the quarterfinals. All right, my holy predictions from Halo Walker, ladies and gentlemen. What are they? First, Star. He says Star will get first place. Ooh, I don't know. Did the race start? Because I'm locked.
Staring at a wall.
Yeah, this one might need a restart. Just
Okay.
give me a sec.
Halo Walker says first Star. And then what else, man?
yeah. There's more than just one.
There we go. Okay. Well, Halo. So I don't know if you know, Jet, but Halo Walker's predictions have been right. I would say 97% of the time.
Oh, he's like
I don't know what he's doing. He's
Messiah.
like hacking life or something. I'm not sure, but
right.
somehow he's gotten really. His predictions have been great. So he says Star in first, second. Who else in the group? Question mark.
So if we need someone to pick some lotto numbers, he's the one to ask, right?
I mean, not right the second, but maybe. So, Halo, you got Star, Creator Gamer, Captain Crazy, Bonatti, Burf, and Top Shot Sackett. John, what's going on? Does anyone know if these drones are custom built or the same? They are all the Racer 4. The DRL Racer 4. In the tournaments, everybody flies the same drone, all the same stuff, so they can't change it. It's spec racing. They're flying the DRL Racer 4. So if you want to compete, you want to have your shot at this, practice on the Racer 4 in the sim. It is a heavy drone. It doesn't fly the same as your 5-inch, average kind of weekend flyer. It is a very different beast, which Jet can tell you all about.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean, tell us all about it.
Oh, you wanted to actually? That wasn't just a. Yeah. What about the Racer 4? How does it fly compared to like your regular old 5-inch?
Yeah, why don't you? Yeah, give him a little bit of info on that.
It's heavier. We all know that.
Yeah.
So I'm a car guy, so it's like your 5-inch is a Miata, and then the Racer is more like a truck. It's
okay.
like super truck racing. So, sure, it might not be the fastest in corners, but there's definitely this certain finesse and skill that it takes to get it around those corners.
Yeah, there's a lot of preloading going on with that drone.
Right.
So real quick, can you jump into the group?
Super truck racing, where they're like lifting one wheel, barely making it around a corner. That's what it feels like to race a Racer 4. It's just this like barely on the edge, barely have traction and enough. And now, instead of just blipping the throttle to get past people like in a 5-inch race, you really have to be slow and smart with your passes. So you have to be like, okay, I got a lap left. I got half a lap to be able to pass this guy.
Can you jump into the group?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
Now we're just talking.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like I don't know, what's a fast heavy vehicle? I mean,
like a Ford Raptor. It's like racing a Ford Raptor.
Yeah, there you go.
Where it's like
that's my favorite truck, by the way.
It's got power and it's fast and it's great, but it's not going to beat a Miata.
Well,
depending on the terrain, of course. Let's say
maybe
a track, like a race track.
I think that a Ford Raptor can beat a Miata even on a road.
Not on corners, not if there's twisties.
No, yeah. I'll give you that.
Right, and that's where the Racer is kind of like, it's this big burly muscle car.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not going to beat the ultra lightweight, tiny little rear-wheel drive cars, but it will be a lot of fun if everyone else is driving the same thing.
Yeah, for sure. Trav, we ready to go?
Yeah, it looks like one of our users might have a really slow connection, so we're just gonna give him a sec and see if we can get this one going.
Is that Bonatti? I think it is. I want to say I've worked with him with some things in the past.
I just got booted out.
Yeah, so did I. I think his connection might be causing some complications, maybe. I don't know. NASCAR truck versus NASCAR.
Yeah, even NASCAR, like they're at the edge of their traction at that. So when I race 5-inch, it doesn't ever feel like you're at the edge of the machine's abilities.
Right.
It always feels like, there's the 5-inch has got a little bit more left in it if I need it. Like you can just blip away from mistakes.
Right.
Where the Racer, you don't have that blip to mistake option.
Yeah.
If you're on a line and you're wide, and bye-bye.
Yeah. All right, we have drones loading in on the podiums. Just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting for them to load in. Halo Walker says Star first, second Creator, third Captain Crazy. That's a good prediction. I think that's a good one. I think we're going to see something good out of that. I feel you on that one. I think I'm gonna have to agree with that prediction. Maybe Captain Crazy and Creator Gamer might be swapped, but otherwise you're there with the top three, if you know what I mean. Well, duh, because it's mine. Okay. I'm kicked again.
I think while we're trying to troubleshoot what's happening with group number 2, maybe we'll move on to group number 3 and come back to them. We could give it one more shot. You guys still there?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's give it one more chance. Otherwise, I think we'll move to group 3 and we'll have our team behind the scenes work with what the issue is. It seems like just one of the users is having difficulty connecting.
All right, so you don't want us to enter group 2?
Yeah, let's give it one more go. I just reset it.
Halo Walker says Star is coming in now. Wait for him. Star has some issues. Oh, it's Star? Star's the one having issues today? Star. What's going on, man? What's going on?
Oh, buddy.
All right, well, we're waiting for a fix.
Well, let's give Star a minute to jump back in here, and if he's having the issues, then we might have to move on without him. But let's give him a chance to join back in.
Okay.
And see if we can get these races underway.
All right. And I know I see you typing to me, Amanda, but I can't give you that information just yet. I can tell you that we do have Captain Crazy, Top Shot, Sackett, Burf, Bonatti, Creator Gamer, and supposed to be Star in this group. However, we're having issues getting Star connected. So we may have to move on without him, unfortunately.
Questions.
But we'll find out.
FPV Kev. Do you have a couple Tiny Hawks in the black cases? Black cases.
What's maybe those drawers over there?
These drawers?
Yeah. Well, you just hold two fingers up. Yes, that one. Why did you put both hands up to see which one would be the right one?
Over here?
I don't think it's going to tell you that information.
No, that's like my parts. So like top shelves motors, then I have ESCs and ETXs, and like this right side is all parts, the left side is all tools and whatnot. I don't actually have any Tiny Hawks. Oh wait, no, I do. I just haven't ever flown it. And I have no idea what it is.
Okay. Well, we are attempting to load in again to see if this works this time.
Fingers crossed.
Thank you for being patient, everybody. Would love to see Creator Gamers FPV winning, but probably it'll be a tight race between... Okay, so Rumo is saying over there on Twitter, would love to see Creator Gamer win, but probably it'll be a tight race between Star and Halo Walker. All right, good prediction. Excited to see what happens, Rumo.
This right there. Those are actually Fast Shark cases. So I've got HD2s, HDOs, HDO2s down the list.
Yeah, this is not working for me either.
I think I'm gonna open up group 3 for you guys, and I'm gonna continue working with group 2. We'll keep you posted on what's going on with them.
Okay, I am. Well, crappy thing is that whatever that happened, it locked me up. So.
Oh, yeah, me too, actually. Oh, there we go. Yeah, those are Fast Shark cases next to the controllers. I got the DJI controller up there. I got a couple Tyrannuses, the DX9, Spectrum X8. They're all hidden. All that stuff. That's what those cases are.
Just a second, ladies and gentlemen, as we get everything loaded back up and trying to get into this next race, we had some problems with the user not being able to connect properly, and that was causing some crashes. But we'll see if we can get that loaded for you guys and get the racing back underway. Don't forget, guys, if you're hanging out with us, you might as well be tweeting at Drone Race League on Twitter and using the hashtag DRLSimLive because it'll up your chances. You might get $100 today, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to win some money, tweet at Drone Race League on Twitter using the hashtag DRLSimLive for your chance to win $100. Start tweeting, guys. Start tweeting. Okay, I'm joining group number 3 now. J-Rod, what's up? Jet and Canoodle, he says. Hey, J-Rod, how are you?
What's up, J-Rod?
Okay,
What's
waiting for our group 3 guys to join the group. Halo Walker, Frenzy, SK Dare, Longcat, and we've got 2 others that should be joining as well. Flying Ryan and Free. All right. I think group number 3, we're all here and ready to go. FPV Kev said I tweeted earlier. Good. If you already tweeted, then you're good, man. You're in that drawing to win $100. Jet from Pure Sim on Twitch says, "What's the 2020 season looking like? Do you have a place you are hoping to go to?" Question mark.
Ooh. I actually don't know much about the 2020 season. All I know is that I'm flying and that I need to get training.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah. The 2020
I don't think
season
we really have
information hasn't
locations
been It hasn't been posted out publicly. None of that information's available yet to you guys as far as where we are going for the 2020 season. But he's asking, where would you do you have a place that you're hoping to go? Maybe. Hold on to that thought for just a second as we get into this race in group number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. The racing unfolding right now. We've lost a player, though, Trav. FYI, one player down. Free in the green drone. SK Dare in blue. Longcat in yellow. Halo Walker in the red drone. Frenzy in orange. Waiting to find. Yes, we have figured that would happen. We'll have to restart that one to get our other players in. We're having some issues with these guys' connections today. Sorry so much about all the problems, guys. Guys, got to make sure your internets are connected. If you're playing in the sim and you're in the tournaments with us, make sure your internet's connected hardline to your computer, not using a Wi-Fi. That might help out as well. So get that hardline connection. Run that Ethernet cord, because using a Wi-Fi connection just doesn't happen. Halo Walker, do me a favor. Let Travis know that information so that he is aware of that. But I don't think we're going back. He's the race manager of this, so I'm not sure if we're going back to that run or not. If we're going to stay in group number 3. He'd be the one to find that out. Jet, hi from Fort Collins. We miss you, Fadorm says in the Twitch chat.
I miss you guys too, Fort Collins peeps.
Jet, do you get to pick your transmitter for DRL? Bryce Bentley is asking in the YouTube chat.
No, sir. We just use the standard Tyrannus.
The Tyrannus X9D Plus. I believe it's the Plus version, right?
Yeah. This is actually my practice radio right here.
There you go.
So super stock, super duper stock. The only thing we get to change are the stick ends.
Yeah, and they do get the ability to change to a different rate bank if they would like. There are 5 different preset rate banks for these guys to choose from, and they can choose between number 1 to number 5. All they have to do is turn a little dial on the radio, and it sets it to that rate bank that they like. Now, they don't get to choose what those rate banks are. They're just given 5 different presets and said, pick which one you like.
Well, we kind of get to choose. It's like a survey that we do at the beginning of the
right,
year.
Of course.
They find 5 that are... Everyone will have one that matches their style.
We are still missing our 6th person in group number 3, waiting to kick off something here. Chefik says, "Hey Jet, you still taking your jet pop on Tiny Adventures?" ?
Yeah, he's right here. He actually hangs out currently on the shelf next to our bed.
Oh, okay.
So he watches over us at night.
Oh, that's kind of creepy, though, isn't it?
That's kind of cute.
Devil's Reject says, "How close are the presets on the sim to the IRL rate bank?" The presets that you have in the sim were set up to be those similar to ones of DRL, as well as, I want to say, the default rates from Betaflight. So one of those is a default rate from Betaflight. 2 of them are defaults from DRL's official league, but they may have changed over the years because those were set a while back.
I mean, I think most of us fly. I know at least last year, like more than half the guys were flying the same rate bank. Yeah, it was 500 degrees a second, 0.5 rate, 0.8 super rate, 0 expo on all axes.
Clip it if you're watching on Twitch. Clip that so you have that information. When does the 2020 season start? Bryce Bentley's asking. Bryce, we haven't released that information yet. But, of course, make sure you're staying tuned to all the DRL social media channels, and you'll have that information once we make it public. I know, right, Graham? It's great when the computer says no. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening right now.
How's Group 3 doing?
We haven't done anything.
Just hanging out.
We're still missing a person in Group 3, and the one race that we tried to do, it didn't work.
Oops.
Waiting right now, guys, for them to get some stuff situated in the back end. Flying Ryan now is in there.
Who are you waiting for?
Now nobody. We have everyone here, and we're ready to start.
Okay. Well, you got to keep me posted on that one because I'm kind of trying to run Group 2.
Yeah. I did mention that, but I don't think maybe you were just away. I'm not sure.
Sounds good.
All right. Waiting for group number 3 to start right now, ladies and gentlemen. We had some issues with group 2 earlier on. Someone wasn't connecting and having some issues causing the whole thing to crash. So we'll be getting back to that group in just a little bit. But we're going to see if we can get group 3 off right now and get through those heats in the quarterfinal for group number 3. Drones are loading in on the podium, so things are looking good as it stands right now. Let's see if everyone has made it in. And we are there, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Freeze view in the green drone as he heads through that split S, dives back down, flying Ryan and Frenzy in the number 5 and number 6, dropping back. Halo Walker in red. Oh, free with a fumble as he goes down, drops to 4th place. SK Dare's view in 2nd, the blue drone, as he chases behind Halo Walker in the red drone. Continuing that luck streak, let's see if it'll hold. Up top into the Emelman, Halo Walker still in the lead. SK Dare just behind. Frenzy in orange, 3rd place. Here's the outside view as they come around starting lap number 2. SK Dare closing the distance between him and Halo Walker. I remember SK Dare using that PlayStation 4 controller, by the way. Halo Walker still in the lead as he tries to find a way to increase that distance. The Skygate, the dive down, the hard right turn around the building. Halo Walker now increases his distance on the wall ride, the dive into the pit. SK Dare looking for his opportunity, tight to the upper lip inside. He does not close any distance between him and Halo Walker. It remains the same. End of lap 2 is here. The final turn, a 104.32 for Halo Walker. SK Dare in 2nd with a 105. Longcat in the yellow drone, a 108.93. Here's Free, and now Frenzy making that final turn. Flying Ryan still on the track. There he is to that Emelman. The next cube swings a little wide to go inside. And the final turn for Flying Ryan. 1 heat down in quarterfinal group number 3 and 10 points on the board for Halo Walker, continuing the luck of the red drone. That's fitting considering Jet is our special guest today. So there you go. We have that to look forward to as well.
I like that.
SK Dare in the number 2 spot. He'll get 7 points on the board, 105.68 from him. 5, 3, 1, and 0 for Longcat to Flying Ryan. Mr. Travis Daly, we are ready for heat number 2, if you are. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't tweeted at Drone Race League using the hashtag DRLSimLive, do so. You might win $100. 3 lucky winners will get $100 today at the end of the show. Travis.
Have you not started yet?
Nope. How long do y'all race for a level? Are you talking about in real life, Bryce? Are you talking about in the sim? Give me some information on what you mean, and I'll happily answer that question for you. Theo Lambert says the red drone theory revealed. The player to get the red drone was the fastest in the previous phase of the qualify among all other players in that group. So that's just luck, man. There's no conspiracy behind it. But it certainly is fun to make that up. Charlie Swanka! Oh, what's up, man?
What's up, Charlie?
If you guys don't know who Charlie is, man, you're not living life yet. Charlie, I'm coming over to hang out with you and all those Nerf guns, by the way. So be ready for me to show up at your door one day. And I want an epic battle. Kind of like the one that's unfolding here as we turn into first turn onto the split S. Frenzy's view in the orange drone from 3rd place, just behind Halo Walker. And what looks like Longcat in the yellow drone. Now Free up in the mix as well. Frenzy dropping to 4th place. Free now into 3rd in the green drone. Frenzy with a deep dive and a wobble for him as he drops all the way to 5th place now. The dive down into the pit. Let's switch over to Halo Walker's view in the red drone, taking that sideways through that Emelman. The next cube. Out to lap number 2. That hard left turn setting up for the split S next. Halo Walker. Beautiful transition, tight to the inside on the ascent. The dive down, Longcat in 2nd place. His view from the yellow drone, Longcat with a wobble. SK Dare moves into 3rd place, now 2nd. SK Dare in 2nd. On the wall ride, Halo Walker next up for SK Dare's victims. Can he make it happen? We'll find out. Over the bridge, the dive underneath the Emelman into the cube next. SK Dare goes down into a wobble. That hurts him. Longcat makes the pass. And around the final turn, SK Dare makes it in. This is Freeze view. SK Dare with a 105.06 for 2nd place. I was miscalling that one. Apologies. Halo Walker in 1st. Longcat in 3rd.
Wow.
So 20 points on the board after 2 heats. Halo Walker gets it and continues the luck of the red drone. SK Dare, 2 solid 7-pointers. From heat number 1 and heat 2, 14 points on the board. Very consistent for him. 105.68 and a 105.06, improving his time, as well as Halo Walker. Longcat with 2 5s, 10 on the board total for him. Everyone super consistent so far. Will it continue? We'll find out. Heat number 3 is next.
I don't know if I'd say luck of the red drone, more like skill.
Skill of the red drone. All right. You know? Well, I would say I'm going to call it luck overall in the grand scheme of the entire tryout, simply because everyone who's gotten that red drone has been doing pretty well. So there's the luck of getting the red drone. How about that?
There
it is.
There we go.
All right.
I love Halo Walker's line, though, man.
Halo Walker is doing fantastic. Matter of fact, let's switch over to Halo Walker's FPV. I'll turn on his controller, and we'll hang out with him this race. Hopefully he doesn't botch it. On the ascent, the dive down. Halo Walker, of course, as I say that, goes into a huge wobble. Oh, Halo Walker, come on, man. You're in 4th place. Up top, the drop down around the tight turn to the wall. On the wall ride next. Free and Green just ahead of him. Halo Walker looking for his chance to pounce on him into the Embleman. The Cube. Halo Walker still in 4th place, trying to find a way to close the distance between him and the front 3. SK Dare in the lead, Longcat in the yellow drone in 2nd. And Free and Green. Halo Walker. Oh!
Oh, no.
Stop it! The ascent, the dive into the next dive gate. And the Sky Gate is next around the corner. Halo still in 4th. Frenzy has forfeited. We must have had a problem with Frenzy. Something to look into, FP Vegan.
I think we might need to do a restart on that. He got a disconnect on his connection.
Alrighty. Well, that was a practice run for you guys if we're restarting that one.
So, you know what's really cool about Halo Walker's line through that Immelman section? He doesn't do an Immelman at all.
No, he doesn't. A lot of these guys are not actually
they go
doing
sideways and do like a Lincoln roll through it. It's pretty wild, man.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what these guys come up with. We were seeing that in previous ones with Manny himself, kind of using this sideways approach coming out of some of these obstacles and going into the next one to continue that sideways momentum. It was helping him quite a bit. So very interesting to see what these guys do with their creativity in their lines.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. The less movement you're doing and less like correcting your direction, I mean, the more power you can put to forward flight, right?
Yeah.
So it's
waiting for all of our guys to get back into group number 3. We got Frenzy, Halo Walker, SK Dare, and Flying Ryan. Free, waiting on you. And who's our next one? Longcat. Got to get those mess ups out early, Halo says.
Definitely got him out of the way.
Oh, no, SK Dare says, or SK, I'm sorry,
Oh, yeah.
Sky said that to Halo. Sorry, my bad.
Oof.
I know, I'm all over the place today.
Tony.
I know. the issues and me switching the entire studio around today was just like, it's just throwing me off my game today.
Everything's all backwards.
I know, and my screens are different than the way they used to be. It's out of control. We're ready for the next Eat Trav whenever you are. And 427, why this week was 1 hour earlier, time changed. We didn't, the streams are not 1 hour earlier. They were at the same time, Eastern time zone, but there was daylight savings time. So that probably threw off some people.
Devil's Reject. Lincoln Roll is a ski term. I just don't know what to call that in any other way.
The sun got Noodle's eyes. That's why he was messing up. That's exactly what it was. It was pretty bright in the studio. The light that beams off a jet. That's what it is. All right, here we go into the next run, ladies and gentlemen. All 6 up and away as they go into that split S. Frenzy's view in the orange drone. Let's switch over to Free and Green on the ascent, currently in 3rd place behind Halo Walker and possibly SK Dare. Not sure if he's in there or not. Waiting to find out. There it is. The drop down. Halo Walker in the lead. The red drone. Free in 2nd in green. Frenzy now in 3rd. SK Dare drops to 4th place in the blue drone onto the cube. Starting lap number 2 now. Halo Walker in 1st. Free in 2nd. Frenzy in the orange drone in 3rd. All in a line on the ascent. The dive down. And then up to the Sky Gate. They'll make that hard right turn after the drop. The wall ride next. Halo Walker still in the lead. Free in 2nd to dive into the pit as they cut it tight to the inside. Halo Walker builds the distance between him and the rest of the pack as he screams along this track, making the final right turn. Halo Walker in the lead, brings it in with a 104.06.
Wow.
Is that our fastest?
I think it is.
That might be the fastest we've seen so far. A 104.06 in the tournament. Free in 2nd, Frenzy in 3rd, both with 105s.
Well done.
So 30 points after 3 heats for Halo Walker, SK Dare 15, and 13 for both Free and Longcat. However, Free has the overall faster time of a 3:21.45. So Free will get the higher ranked position in 3rd place, Longcat in 4th, Frenzy and Flying Ryan, your 5th and 6th as we go into heat number 4.
So Halo is clinched. Look at that.
Is he though?
Math. Yeah. Because SK's got 15. Halo's
Yeah, but there's
got 30.
2 more heats to go. So 20 more points potential on the board. That can put him at 35.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So not
Yeah,
quite yet.
I didn't know how to math. But
Yeah, close, but close.
close.
Yeah.
Close.
I was gonna say usually I notice those things, and I didn't notice he was clinching that run. All right, we got drones on the podium, and they're off, ladies and gentlemen. The tones are a go. Halo Walker in red now moves to the front of the pack. Not anymore. Longcat up there with him. Now he does make that pass. Holds on for good so far. Longcat just behind him. Here's Longcat's view playing from Chase in second. The tight right turn around the wall. And the wall ride is next. Longcat tries to cut the inside, unable to close the distance. Who has the better line? And it's Halo Walker as he pulls ahead. Building the distance between him. No! Halo Walker, did he go down? Or did he pull ahead? Where did he go?
He's right.
He went back! Halo Walker with a fumble and drops to third place. Longcat in the lead. Halo Walker trying to get it back. The ascent to the dive gate. And the dive down. Halo Walker makes the pass. Longcat takes it right back. The tight right turn through the corridor. Halo Walker in the lead now, or fighting with Longcat in first. There's the outside view as these two are neck and neck through that dive and the ascent onto the Emmelman now into the corridor. Longcat right there, below to the left. The final turn to the run to the finish. Can Longcat do it? No!
Wow,
Halo Walker takes it with a 105.29. Longcat right there with him. Look at his split. A 105.40, ladies and gentlemen. Free in third. Woo!
That was Halo crawled back on that one, huh?
I need to take a nap after that, Pete. Jeez, that was all over the place.
Okay, now he's clinched.
Now he's clinched for sure.
We
40
did it.
points
Figured
on
it out.
yeah, right. 40 points on the board for Halo Walker. He's got a 417.84 overall. He's definitely clinched his spot. In the semifinals, that is Longcat in second, SK Dare in third. So the question is, who will join Halo Walker in the semifinals? We'll find out in heat number 5 as we head there now. Banu from Twitter says to Jet, what's your most memorable moment in the DRL?
Ooh. Oh.
Man, on the spot now.
Oh. That's a tough one. Okay. Actually, I know. Season 1 Detroit Championships, very first DRL Championships. We had coaches, which were spotters, or AKA friends, who had mics in our ears. And Mr. May Day Andrew Meyer was mine, and I'll finish the story after this.
All right. Hold on to that thought, and we'll get back to it. The battle is unfolding here as we go into the final heat of this semifinal group, and Longcat and the Yellow Drones in the lead. Halo Walker right there with them, free in green in the mix as he's in third place, making that tight right turn. Here's Longcat's view. Just behind Halo Walker, the dive down. Halo Walker still in the lead, but who comes out ahead? Halo Walker builds the distance between him and Longcat. SK Dare and Free also in the mix. A three-way battle for second unfolding behind Halo Walker. Halo still in the lead in the red drone. Look at that. The yellow, blue, and green drones fighting for second place. Longcat seals the deal, though. Pulls ahead into second, pushing the other two back. Longcat, his view. From second place onto the wall ride next. Halo Walker, the dive down in front. Halo Walker with a sweeping motion through that. It comes out faster than the rest of the group. SK Dare in the mix. The PlayStation 4 controller unveils here, ladies and gentlemen. The final right turn into the finish. Who gets it? SK Dare gets second place and Longcat in third. Wow.
Oh, that was close.
So the PlayStation 4 controller comes out slightly ahead, I guess, as he moves into second place, not only in his heat, but in his group overall. Halo Walker, 50 points on the board. A solid run from him. SK Dare with 25. Longcat also with 25, but SK Dare beats out Longcat by just a couple seconds overall. 531.69 versus the 533.23 from Longcat. And that allows SK Dare to get second. Free, Frenzy, and Flying Ryan, their time is done, ladies and gentlemen. We'll move on to the next group of the semifinals in just a moment. Okay, back to your story about the most memorable time in DRL, back in Detroit.
Yeah. So back in Detroit, the very, very end of the track was this long straightaway. And I remember the very last heat of the very last race of the finals before I won that one. I had Andrew Meyer screaming in my ear, "You did it! You did it! You did it! You did it! You did it!" Just the whole straightaway, and I just held the throttle, and it was just like this. You could just hear his genuine excitement and jumping up and down. And if you ever met Andrew Meyer, he's just this great smiley guy.
That's awesome. I can just imagine what it was like flying that long stretch all the way to the finish. I mean, that's a long on that track, guys. The Detroit track. If you haven't flown the championship from Detroit in the sim, you can get into the sim and fly that. That final run to the finish is a long stretch, man. And whatever position you're in, you're going to stay in that position the whole way to that run to the finish, man. You're just worried that someone else is going to come out of nowhere and get you. Travis, are you there, sir?
I am here. I'm still working around with group number 2, and so I've opened up group number 4. We'll start you guys on that group.
All right, so group number 4 will be Adrone, Dolma, Scrappy, Imperious FPV, Scooby, and Robot. You guys are needed. If you heard your name called, make sure you get into group number 4. And we're waiting for these guys to get into the hot seat. Sky over there in the Twitch chat saying, "Let's go, Imperious." Halo Walker, not yet. Gotta wait a minute. You could pick a favorite in this group. I'll give you once they all get in here, guys. I'll show it on the screen for you guys to see who's all in this group again. Any advice for building a new drone that nothing is bridge, but it has a short circuit? Any advice for building a new drone that nothing is bridged, but it has a short? So something is shorting on this drone, and nothing is bridged. You don't have any solder joints that are like bridging over to another one. That's what you're trying to tell me, I'm assuming.
But something is still shorting.
But something's still shorting.
It depends on where you're checking. So like motors, for example, if you're checking continuity, it's going to always be shorting. But if you're checking like positive and negative where the battery terminals are and it's shorting, yeah, you're going to have a bad day. I would say you go process of elimination. You remove all the extra stuff and then you check it. So let's say you just check the ESC and then you add the flight controller, check that, add the ESCs, check motors, check that. So you go like one step at a time and then you'll figure out what is actually causing your problem. Well,
there you go. Hopefully you heard that ENA E1 Ace over in the YouTube chat. Bonatti says, "I'm joining DRL." Bonatti, not if we don't get your guys' group going, huh? He's in group number 2, the group that we're having some troubles with getting them going. Amari says in the Twitch chat, capacitors will make it look like you have a short across battery pads if you're using a multimeter, just FYI. Another good thing for you E1 Ace is to join the DRL Discord channel, and you can get a lot of advice from a lot of the guys in the community. There's thousands of people in there. Here we are in group number 4, heat number 1. Scrappy FPV, his view in the yellow drone as he goes up top, drives back down into the dive gate, and then up to the sky gate. But he's got Imperious, Dolma, and A-Drone in his sights. A-Drone in the red drone, Dolma in blue, Imperious in green, Scrappy in yellow, Robot in orange, and Scooby in purple. Scrappy takes a tight inside line, and he's able to close some distance and moves into 3rd place just behind A-Drone. Now the order changes as Imperious moves into 3rd, pushes Scrappy back to 4th place. Let's give you that outside view. A-Drone in the red drone in 1st place, Dolma in blue in 2nd. To the sky gate. The dive down, the tight right turn into the corridor. A-Drone looked like he hit a little bobble there, didn't he? Maybe he bumped that gate, but it didn't seem to slow him down. Dolma in blue in the lead. Now A-Drone takes it back. Dolma gets it right back again through that Emmelman into the cube. Dolma in 1st. The final final left turn, and Dolma takes it with a 104.54. Wow. Just
close again.
In front of A-Drone. These guys were neck and neck all the way through that. But the blue drone reigns supreme in that heat. 10 points on the board for Dolma with a 104.54. 7 for A-Drone. 5 for Scrappy in 3rd. 3 points for 4th. That's Imperious. 1 for Robot in the orange drone in 5th place, and Scooby with 0 so far. 4 more heats to go. Halo Walker says Dolma going to be in 1st. Okay, well, what's the other? Okay, here it is. Halo Walker's predictions: Dolma 1st, A-Drone 2nd, and Scrappy in 3rd. So the order that they just finished this heat, he predicted that before this heat. It's there. Proof is in the Twitch chat. He predicted that one right so far, but let's see if they hold that all the way through. Travis, we're ready for heat number 2 of group number 4. Solid predictions there, Halo.
Very solid.
Simon Saucy on YouTube for Jet. Do you fly DJI HD more than analog?
Funny enough, recently I actually have been. Anytime I have a commercial shoot, I've been using DJI.
Oh.
And I can explain more why after this heat.
After the race. There we go. Heat number 2 underway, and it's A-Drone in the red drone screaming up to the front of the pack. And Dolma, though, right there with him, not letting him hold on to it. Dolma like a fly in front of his face. As he drops down to the next turn, Dolma still in the lead. The blue drone, the wall ride is next. A-Drone playing chase just behind him as he tries to get rid of this distraction called Dolma. Up top, into the Emmelman. A-Drone in the lead. No, Dolma takes it right back. Lap number 2 starts now. A-Drone pulls to the inside, gets past now. Dolma and him back and forth, neck and neck. These two are on top of each other. Out of the split S into the dive ascent. Now next to dive. Oh, big mistake from Dolma as he goes down. A-Drone's got clean air all around. A-Drone in the lead on the wall ride next. Scrappy in second place. This is his view as he plays chase, drops down into the pit. But the distance between him and A-Drone is fierce. A-Drone out of the Emmelman. Scrappy entering the Emmelman. Out of the cube. The final stretch to the finish, the left turn. And A-Drone takes it with a 103.95.
New fast time, eh?
Is that our best?
Yeah.
104 was our fastest before this, and now A-Drone has put in a 103.95, just barely inching ahead of that. Scrappy in second, Imperious in third. But Dolma, big mistake from him as he clips that gate, goes down, and that hurts him significantly. 17 points on the board for A-Drone after 2 heats, 13 and 12 for Dolma and Scrappy. Does it change?
Race. I was switching back between camera 1, camera 2 on Dolma and A-Drone, and they were pretty much seeing the same thing the whole time.
Have you tried the auto cam?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I was gonna say the auto cam's a nice outside view when they're neck and neck like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic. Just the FYI hotkey for that is V.
V. Got it.
V. All right, we're ready for heat number 3 of quarterfinal group number 4. And it looks like we're trying to get some kind of a poll going in the Twitch chat for you guys over there. I'm not sure if it's working out, though. Pro Turn in there is voting. No, didn't work. Quickly on that DJI HD analog question.
Oh, yeah. For commercial shoots, you don't really need, like, the super lowest latency and all that. So being able to see is much better than not being able to see.
Well, there you go.
So yeah, I've been using DJI, and weight's not really a problem because I'm carrying like a 360 camera and 2 GoPros or whatever anyways, so.
I just want to say, I'm really liking the questions you guys are asking out there, so keep those good questions coming for Jet. We love them, so keep on sending them, guys. Here we are into the next heat. A-Drone in red in second place, now fighting for third? No, in second now, fighting for first against Dolma. Scooby up there in the front of the pack. What is going on?
I think they were just in one.
Oh, I think he was just, in a mix-up there or something. I thought all of a sudden he jumped way up there. I didn't get it. Dolma in the lead now in the blue drone just there on the left side of the screen as they go into lap number 2. A-Drone tries to make the pass. A-Drone unable to do it. Dolma keeping him at bay. That view on that turn was phenomenal. The split S. A-Drone and Dolma. Dolma and A-Drone neck and neck. Onto the sky gate. The dive down the hard right turn into the corridor. A-Drone first one there. Dolma in second. On the wall ride now. Dolma's view from Chase as he drops into the pit. A-Drone now building the distance between him. Dolma trying to close that distance. Unable to do it. Into that cube and on to the final turn to the finish. A-Drone in the lead. Dolma in second place. That order doesn't change. 104.05 versus a 104.29. And Imperious in green comes in third. A-Drone all the way. Team Crash RC says in the chat. Can he do it all the way to the end? I don't know. We'll find out.
Close all the way, man. They were just passing each other every other corner.
3 heats done, 2 to go. 27 points on the board for A-Drone, though. 20 for Dolma as he tries to get back up to first from heat number 1. Unable to do it, but he is in the right direction. 13 for Imperious. 13 for Scrappy. What's going to happen? 2 more heats to go. Either one of those guys can hold on to that third place spot. We'll find out. Heat number 4 is next.
I'm going to sneak out for 1 second.
No!
Yes.
Okay. We'll wait for Jet to come on back. If you guys have any more questions, make sure you're tweeting at him. Use the hashtag DRLSimLive, and you're tweeting at Drone Race League. That'll also get your questions read, but it'll also enter you to the drawing for $100, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to win 100 buckaroos, make sure you're putting those tweets out there. Here we go. Heat number 4, A-Drone off the blocks. And right there in second, now fighting for first. A-Drone in red. Nice transition to the split S. Dolma looks like he went down on that split S. That caused him to drop all the way to 5th place. A-Drone, no, maybe not. And he's still in the mix. He did not go down. Dolma in there with him. A-Drone now up front. The dive down into the pit. A-Drone in first. Dolma and Imperius, the blue and green drone, neck and neck as they go through the Emmelman now into the cube. A-Drone swings a little wide entering that cube, but gets back in line. No problems there. Lap number 2 starts now. That first left turn onto the split S. A-Drone coming out ahead. Dolma and Imperius, though, battling for second place. Dolma starts to pull away from Imperius, pushing him back. Imperius's view as he falls behind a little farther. Onto the wall right now, into the drop. Imperius looking for any opportunity to close the distance between him and second place and find a way to pass. It's not happening. A-Drone's still in the lead. Dolma, though, trying to catch up to A-Drone. Not going to happen. A-Drone finishes first with a 104.13. Dolma in second. And Imperius in third. Scrappy's view as he rounds the final turn and brings it in 6th place. And 4 heats done, 37 points on the board. For A-Drone, that is. A 4:16.84. Dolma in second. Imperius in third place. 1 heat to go. And we'll find out who's moving on to the semifinals from this group. It looks like we know A-Drone will be. We also know Dolma will be. The next question is, who will join those two, Scrappy or Imperius? We'll find out. Heat number 5 coming up. Finished out strong, Imperius, Sky says in the Twitch chat. Charlie, what's up, man? Hey, Noodle. So from a non-PC gamer, you got some suggestions for a turnkey gaming PC? Because I got to get in on this shiz. Yes, Charlie. I will send you a link to where we bought ours. By the way, we got a new computer coming into the mix. We don't have it set up yet. Trav, we're ready for heat number 5, by the way. But Charlie, I'll give you the link to where we ordered ours, and it's phenomenal, man. Really, the question will come down to budget, but we can talk after the show if you like. From Sky on Twitter, Jet, have you tried the Insta360 camera for any shoots, and how do you like it if you have?
No, I have not gotten that one. I've been using the GoPro Max.
There you go. All right, the final heat of this group. A-Drone off the block, swings high. No, drops back down. That was Robot who went high off the blocks, and Robot now up and down, currently in 6th place. But the front of the pack is fierce. You could taste the rainbow up front with all the different colors. A-Drone in the red drone, Dolma in blue just behind on the right turn. The wall ride is next. Dolma in first. A-Drone getting pushed back to second. A-Drone takes a better line, tries to come out ahead. Unable to do so. The Emmelman, big mistake from Dolma as he swings wide out of that Emmelman. Lap number 2 starts now. A-Drone in the lead. All alone out front. Robot in the mix, though. The orange drone trying to get up there to A-Drone. And the rest of the group, where the hell did they go? Did they all run into each other? Because A-Drone is all alone out front. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to Robot's view, who's playing chase behind A-Drone. Robot on the dive down into the pit. The screen back up, and A-Drone nowhere to be seen. There he is in the cube already rounding the final turn. A-Drone takes the win, a 104.46. Remember, we're trying to find out who's going to get 3rd place overall, and Imperius is in the mix. Imperius brings it in 3rd with a 111. That should make the change. I think it's it, guys. I think Imperius now is holding on to the 3rd place overall. Let's see if that was correct. Wait for those to refresh. Those haven't refreshed yet.
Yes, he did.
There it is. And Imperius scoots in 3rd overall. So it's A-Drone, Dolma, and Imperius moving on to the semifinals. Scrappy, Robot, and Scooby. Unfortunately, your time is done. We'll see you guys on Thursday, hopefully, to join us again on the next tournament, 9:30 p.m. Eastern this Thursday. So make sure you guys are tuning in for that. Did Dolma's battery run out? FPV Kev says, I don't know, man. But something happened, and he got 0 points. A big old goose egg from heat number 5.
Hey guys.
Oh,
Well,
hi.
updates. I just been hanging out here, multitasking, and
On the ceiling?
number 2 has finished their run, but there was some difficulties for sure. Some
Okay.
connection issues from a couple of the players, but we did get through it. Fortunately, we didn't get Top Shot. Sackett was unable to join any of the
Aw.
heats, and Bonatti ended up missing a couple. Definitely some connection issues for these Tuesday tournaments. We have been running them on our European server as like this time zone was mainly set up for them, and so there may be some difficulties with some of these users connecting. So we'll be troubleshooting that. Any of the players that were in Group 2, if you guys had issues, you want to reach out to us, you can do so through Discord or our other channels, so we can have a discussion about it and then troubleshoot the issues we had. But we did end up with the top 3 from the group, which is Star with 45 points, Captain Crazy moving on in second place with 30 points, and Creator Gamer with 29. It ended up with Burf in 4th place. He had a pretty decent run, but didn't make it out in the end. Bonatti and Top Shot Sackett are also not moving on.
All right. Thank you so much for that update, Travis. We appreciate it. Those are the results right there that he was just talking about right there on the screen for you guys. So that changes some things going into the semifinals here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens. Let me get those groups called out for you guys. Group number 1 of the semifinals, ladies and gentlemen. G-Man, Star, Captain Crazy, SK Dare, Long Cat, and Imperious. You guys are all needed in group number 1. And in group number 2, you guys will be Hondo, Default, Creator Gamer, Halo Walker, Adrone, and Dolma. All right, guys. You can see who is on the boards in group number 1. You know what I'm going to ask? Let me see those predictions. Throw them out there. Halo Walker?
Ooh.
What do you got, my man? Oh, shoot, he says. I knew you were thinking about it.
I mean, G-Man's got the red drone.
Oh, somebody posted a big question for Jet up there in Twitch, and I can't see it. Whoever that was, send it again. Just repost the question in Twitch. They just went off the screen for me, so I can't...
Oh, was that Charlie?
No, I
That
don't...
is
Was it Charlie? Let me look. Hold on.
Do you tune your copters much these days?
Oh, damn it. I keep extending that.
He knows that answer.
Do you tune your copters much these days? I ask because I have to get back to not tuning. LOL. My Super G is so good, it doesn't need tuning.
I kind of have like a rando tune that's in my head that I kind of just throw on my drone, and then it flies good enough, and then I just fly.
All right. We're waiting for our 6th person to join group number 1 of the semifinals. So whoever that's supposed to be, please get in there.
Long Cat.
Is it Long Cat? Long Cat! Okay, question for you, Jet, from Simon Saucy on YouTube. Any tips for chasing skiers or wakeboarding and mountain biking? I'm a good pilot, but I'm always nervous.
Tips for chasing... I think there are different tips for those 3 things. Skiers and mountain biking. Funny enough, you're going to want to fly with negative camera tilt.
Whoa. Let's stop there for a second.
That's how Gab707 does it.
For chasing what now?
Skiers.
Skiers.
The mountain bikers.
You're doing negative camera tilt. Oh, that makes sense because you're up. Yeah, okay.
Right, they're going down a hill.
Right.
If we tilt to the point that we're going down that hill with up tilt, you're going way too fast.
I see.
Yeah.
All right, here we are, heat number 1 of the semifinals, ladies and gentlemen. All 6 up and away through that first turn. SK Dare in the green, Drone Imperious in orange, Long Cat in purple, Star in blue, Captain Crazy in yellow, and G-Man in the red drone. Will that luck continue, or the skill in Jet's eyes of the red drone? We'll find out on the wall ride dropping down. All 6 up and away through that drop. And the ascent into the Emmelman next. SK Dare in the mix now, dropping back down. Who's in first place? I can't tell. It looks like we got a mix-up between Star and Captain Crazy. That's the blue and the yellow drone as they go into that split S. Who comes out ahead? That's SK. No, it's Star. Star and blue in the lead. The dive gates. Now the sky gate is next. SK Dare in green. Remember, he's rocking that PlayStation 4 controller and doing a great job staying in the front of the pack. Star and blue still up front. SK Dare, his view from second as he fights with Captain Crazy. And SK Dare pulls ahead. Captain Crazy falls back. Captain Crazy tries to take the inside line on that Emmelman, but unable to do it. The end of lap 2 is here. Star in the lead all the way, brings it in. SK Dare and Captain Crazy are 2 and 3. G-Man in red. What is going on, G-Man?
I think he had a mistake in the beginning there because he was at the very end of the pack the whole time. I must have missed it.
Maybe. Well, we'll find out if that continues or not. But after heat number 1, 10 points on the board for Star. SK Darren second. For those of you that wonder, all I have is a PlayStation controller or an Xbox controller. Can I really do this? SK Dare does. He's doing it. And he's not making any changes to that controller except for putting electrical tape around the handles. I don't know why, but that's what he does. It works for him. So if he can do it, you guys can do it out there. If you don't have an actual RC transmitter, one like this one here, then don't worry, because you guys can use a PlayStation controller if you don't have one of these, and you can still be doing some amazing things just like he is. Charlie says, I did some Xbox controller sim last night. It was pretty awesome. It's not easy, but you could do it. Yes, and Team Crash RC says, Canoodle, may I remind you that he now owns a QX7? You're right, he does. However, he hasn't got it yet, so he's still rocking that PlayStation 4 controller. And I just want to make sure everyone understands that, you know what, you may be new to this whole thing, but you guys can still do it with a PS4 controller and make it happen. Here we are, heat number 2, Star in the blue drone, fighting with Longcat in purple up front. Captain Crazy in yellow, playing chase from third place, now fourth as SK Dare in the mix. Moves into third. The dive down into the pit. Longcat pulls ahead. No, Star pulls ahead now. Uh-oh, Star swings a little wide. SK Dare in the mix. Longcat cuts the inside lower edge and tries to move into position. Not able to do it. SK Dare takes the inside line. Now creeps up on Star. Star and SK Dare back and forth, neck and neck as they go through the ascent. The dive down. Star pulls away. Captain Crazy with a fumble. Longcat's view from third as he plays chase behind Star and Longcat. Not anymore. SK Dare up there in the front of the pack. SK Dare pulls ahead now. Out of that drop. And they're still neck and neck in the cube. SK Dare goes high. Star goes low. The final turn to the finish. Who will it be? And SK Dare takes it with a 104.29. Star in second place. Longcat in third. Woo!
Wow, that was close.
Those guys were just connected to each other the whole race, it seemed. That was insane. 2 heats done, close. Ladies and gentlemen. SK Dare puts a 10 spot on the board with a 104.29. I think the fastest we've seen here so far in this group. Yes, that's correct. Star in second with 17 also. But look at the split of the overall time, ladies and gentlemen. On the right side, next to the number 17, 208.89 versus Star's 208.98. Woo! That is close.
Yes, it is.
Man, oh man, we've got 3 more heats to go in semifinal group number 1. Will it continue? The battle for first, I think so. Did I see your predictions, Halo Walker? No, I did not. What do you got? Canoodle, why'd you change sides, ProTurn says. So you could look at this beautiful wall instead of my beautiful window in my studio. So, I don't know. People didn't like it, so we changed it for you guys. Whatever. All right, here we go. Into the next heat. That's Captain Crazy right there in the yellow drone. Currently in 5th place. Now drops to 6th. It's Star and Longcat in first, or at least the battle for first, that is. Star in blue pulls ahead, seals the deal for first for now. Can Longcat take it back? Star with a better drop out of that gate, but he swings wide. Longcat on the inside. SK Dare moving into the mix, and all 5 dropping in next to each other. Look how close this group is, ladies and gentlemen. Out of the into the cube, I should say. On to lap number 2. Star in the blue drone, still in the lead. Watch SK Dare in green as he surges around that turn, pulls into second place on the split S. Now going for Star. Can he do it? Captain Crazy in the mix in yellow, now in 3rd place. As he tries to find his mark in this pack. Longcat with a big fumble as he goes down. Captain Crazy in yellow, currently in 2nd place behind Star. Star up there in front. SK Dare looking for his chance to pass. He's dropping back into the cube. SK Dare in 3rd. The final turn is coming up. Star's got it. Captain Crazy in 2nd and SK Dare in 3rd.
Wow,
oh, man. Captain Crazy out of nowhere.
Whew.
That was nuts. So 3 heats are done, 2 to go, and 27 points on the board for Star, 22 and 13 for SK Dare and Captain Crazy. Canoodle had to come out of that closet. I know it was a window blind. Yes, it was. Thank you for that. I came out of the closet years ago. Thank you. Jordan, do you have any good podcasts or perhaps YouTube channels we should check out for tips and tricks on the hobby world?
Charlie that's Charlie going for a little bit of fishing on that one.
Do it, Charlie. I don't mind.
Charlie and I actually host a podcast together called RC Stuff.
And how often are you guys are dropping episodes for us?
We drop an episode every first and third Friday of the month.
There you go. What's it called again?
Completely arbitrary. RC Stuff. So
RC
definitely
Stuff.
Check that out. We pretty much, Charlie knows everything about all RC things because he's been doing it all his life and he's old.
Oh shit!
And I don't know anything about RC other than drones. So a lot of it's just us kind of hanging out, talking about, all these different genres of ways you can enjoy.
Do you happen to record video for that, or is it just podcast? It's just audio.
It is just a podcast.
Okay,
it's just audio.
Gotcha. All right, here we go into the next heat. Off the blocks through gate number 1. And it looks like Longcat in the purple was the first one to it, but SK Dare now in the mix. Star trying to go for it as well. SK Dare in second, looking for first place. Big mistake and a fumble from Stars. He goes down on that ascent. Or the dive. I'm sorry, the dive gate that was. Imperious now in the front of the pack, fighting with SK Dare. We haven't seen him up front yet. He's in that orange drone into the cube. Just behind SK Dare as they round lap number 2 now. SK Dare still in the lead. Imperious in orange in second place. Longcat in the purple drone. Look at G-Man coming out of nowhere, making the pass, but then goes down. G-Man in that red drone was right there in the mix. Had a fumble. Imperious now fumbling. What is going on, guys? SK Dare in the green drone on the wall ride and the dive down below. All alone out front. That is SK Dare. Longcat in purple. Just behind, closing the distance on SK Dare. Onto that final turn. Longcat not able to do it. SK Dare comes in first, 104.52 versus Longcat's 105.30 for second. And Star made his way back to third.
Yeah. Star snuck that one in past Captain Crazy, huh? Look at that.
Charlie's
2 seconds.
Charlie says some of that is true. I am old. What I know is debatable. I like it. Oh, I miss you, Charlie. 4 heats down and 1 to go. 32 points on the board, both for SK Dare and Star. 4:18.11 versus a 4:19.28. That's the overall time from those two guys. Captain Crazy tied with 16 points with Longcat for third and fourth. 4:21 versus a 4:22. So we know SK Dare and Star will be moving on to the finals. Who will be joining them? Longcat or Captain Crazy? You let us know what you guys think. You can see what they've done. Each one of them has had a 5-pointer, a 1-pointer, a 7-pointer, and a 3-pointer, just in different orders from Heat 1 to Heat 4. Who's going to get it? Captain Crazy right now, just ever so slightly faster overall, but these two are neck and neck.
But Longcat did have a better finish on that previous heat.
We'll see if he can do it again. Pro turn, yes, yeah. Huh? If he was born around Vietnam, you're old. What are you guys talking about in the chat? Halo Walker says, make my predictions come true. All right. Here they go down that first stretch into that first turn, and Longcat in the purple drone comes out ahead. Star right there in blue. Now in the mix.
Technical fault. You got Captain Crazy drop from the race.
All righty. News from the man above. Thank you up there, Travis. Appreciate it. We'll have to restart that one. Somebody had, it was FPV Kev. You thought that was a door behind. It was not. It's not a door. Those are plantation shutters on the window. It just, that's the way they are. Travis has spoken, Charlie. Yeah, he is the race official up there, and he certainly has. I got to get back in there. It pushed me all the way back out for some reason. When we restart that, it throws me back to the main menu. All right.
That's how we do it. We just kick everyone out.
They're gone.
You just got to make sure the right people get in. So.
I'm not worried. That's what he said. I was just saying what he said. Shut up. I hate you guys. If you guys have some questions over there on YouTube or Twitter, make sure you guys are sending them our way as well. What's the name of the podcast again? Where can I listen? Super Sigma asks. RC stuff. And
RC
what
stuff.
platforms is that available on?
All of the above. Pretty much anything you can ever list to iTunes on. I think our most recent episode is about RC rock crawling, so that's like
Ooh.
off-road stuff.
Which has made a kind of a craze in the past maybe year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah, and
it's a lot of fun.
I tried it for the first time a little bit ago, and it's pretty fun. I like to do off-road with my big car.
Yeah.
So it's fun to do it with the little one. And then the one before that, I believe we had Nurk come on the show and talk about cine whoops and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in that kind of flying, definitely check out that episode also.
That's pretty awesome. Now, I want to try the rock crawling, but with bigger machines for some reason. I don't know why the small ones, like the really, really small vehicles, they don't quite appeal to me as much, but I like the fact that you can kind of, like I've seen guys take literally a rifle case that unfolds, take all that foam out of there, and then they make their own like track through that thing when you open it up. It's pretty amazing what these guys do when they're doing like RC truck, rock crawling.
That's tiny then, huh?
Yeah, it was real small. Like palm of your hand small.
Well, my hands are pretty small, so.
Do you have creepy small hands?
I think it's short and stubby fingers.
I've never noticed that you, like, I never thought like, wow, that's some weird hands you got there, Jet. The tiny truck makes any rocks awesome. I don't know, man. I want bigger trucks. I'm not sure. I got to try it more often. I guess that's probably what it is.
Tiny hands or the tiny trucks?
Tiny trucks. I don't think you're talking about tiny hands. 10th scale is the bread box size. Can you plug in USB and remove the batteries like on a Tyrannus? Which radio are you talking about, Kev? Oh, I think you're talking to David.
Futaba.
Yeah, I don't know if the Futaba will do that like the Tyrannus will. I know the Tyrannus will, so that's kind of a plus. All right, here we go. Off the blocks through the first gate. G-Man in the lead. No, not anymore. It's Longcat and Star up front. The purple and blue drones. Now SK Dare in the mix. There's SK Dare in green, just behind Star in that blue drone. The drop down. Longcat right there with him through the corridor onto the wall right next. SK Dare trying to find his way to get up front, but not able to do it. Can he do it in the drop? No. Star keeping him at bay just behind him. SK Dare takes the title line. Almost makes the pass. Star right there. These two neck and neck on the run. SK Dare pulls ahead. No, falls back. Star in the lead still. Oh, Star goes super wide out of that split S, and SK Dare finds himself in first with a solid lead. Longcat just behind, though. Captain Crazy in yellow fighting as well. In second place currently on the wall ride. The dive back down. Captain Crazy takes a tight inside turn. Closes a little bit of distance between him and first place. Cannot make the pass, though, into the cube. SK Dare still in the lead. Captain Crazy right there. Longcat's view from third as they round the final turn and bring it into the finish. SK Dare, Captain Crazy, and Longcat. You're 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Good job, boys.
SK Dare killing it with that PlayStation controller. Soon to be a QX7 Tyrannus controller, by the way. Can you guys stay on board with one pilot and talk about the racing line? Storm Helix says from YouTube. Storm Helix, I like you. I'm going to do that for you, man. Absolutely. That's a solid suggestion, and I will absolutely do that for you in the next one. Would be cool to see the difference in how they handle those. Yeah, I agree. All right, there's your results from semifinal group number 1. 42 points on the board. SK Dare moving on. Star moving on, and it was Captain Crazy that pushes out Longcat into third place with 23 points. So those three guys will be moving on to the finals. Longcat, G-Man, Imperious. We'll see you guys on Thursday, hopefully. We'll set up for the next group. If you guys are just joining us, thanks so much and welcome. You haven't missed everything, but you have missed some fun, exciting things. We're getting into semifinals. We're getting into the semifinal group number 2. Hondo, Default, Creator Gamer, Halo Walker, A-Drone, and Dolma. Looking for you guys to get into the cockpit as we find out what next these three guys will move on to the finals with them. No one is talking to you, Siri. She just turns on randomly. Yeah, Storm, out of this group, Storm, in YouTube, you tell me who you'd like to watch FPV view of, and we'll stick on them for a run. You guys didn't finish giving us tips for filming mountain biking and skiing, Super Sigma says.
Oh, we didn't finish. For me, the big one really is just that down tilt is what helped me a lot. It will take a bit to get used to because when you throttle, you go backwards. And that's pretty mind-fucky. But other than that, it's really just down tilt is the way to go.
When you throttle, you go backwards.
Yeah, because your camera tilts down. So you.
It's hard for me to wrap my head around that.
You go away from yourself.
That's almost as difficult as wrapping my head around 3D flying, and I can't do that.
You get used to it in like a battery, I think.
Well, maybe
Depending
you
on the
do.
person. But yeah.
But maybe us average guys. I don't know.
We try practicing that, and then for surfers, I'd probably go 0 tilt or like 5 degrees.
I mean, it really kind of depends on how far away you're trying to fly, right?
Yeah. Well,
to some extent, I would assume. All right. I'm still waiting for you, Storm Helix, to tell me who you want us to watch. But right now, we're watching Hondo's view in the red drone as he plays chase from 5th place. Currently on that drop up to the sky gate. Nice dive down to that next gate onto the wall ride. Now Hondo in 5th still as he follows this pack into that dive. Tied to the inside upper edge on the Emmelman. Not quite, but close. On to lap number 2. Hondo still in 5th behind Halo Walker, Creator Gamer, Adrone, and Dolma. By the way, Halo Walker, he's flying right now, so he can't give us those predictions, but I'm excited to see what he thinks will happen. Halo Walker in that green drone, now in 1st place. Dolma just behind him. Hondo's now moved into 3rd and clawed his way up the pack from those guys' mistakes. Unforced errors will allow somebody to move up, and that's what's happened here. Hondo in 3rd, now into 2nd place. Dolma has dropped to 3rd on the final turn to the finish gate. Hondo trying to take it. No! Hondo gets 3rd. Dolma squeaks in and takes the inside edge. You were able to see him as he came through that turn. He was up top, and just as he went up top, he rolled his drone just a little bit, kind of yawed over to the left, and that allowed him to see Dolma right there in that shot before he went into the finish.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Let's watch Halo Walker's line next, just so we can see a comparison. I think where everyone should be paying attention and difference in line is that Immelman section.
Okay.
Going down the dive, up, and then back to the Immelman with an E.
I need a that's a good idea, Charlie.
Yeah. But that you'll see the difference in the way they both take that. And I do believe Halo Walker's line is a bit faster.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Canoodle, do the large trails. You want really long trails? I only will do those when I'm looking in the outside view, but we're going to do FPV view. And some tiny gates. Just play little figurines over here. Is that what you want me to do, Charlie? I can do that for you. I don't have any tiny gates here, though. So you're not
like a little mini skateboard?
Yeah, like I'm using tech decks over here or something. Here we go, off the blocks through gate number 1. Let's find Halo Walker. There's his view in that green drone on that split S, tight to the inside line on the ascent, the dive down into the next one. And screaming up to the sky gate. Hard right turn through the corridor. Halo Walker still in the lead on the wall ride, the dive down into the pit. Nobody. I'm not seeing anyone pop into his view. I was hoping to see them there.
But see how he hits the corners of the gates?
Yeah.
If you watch, especially like right here, he'll go corners, and then he'll hit the corner there again, a corner there again.
Yep.
Same here. He's really, even going through the gates, he's picking the shortest line possible. And that's that half a second difference, especially right there. Bottom corner there. Bottom corner there, corner there. I think those little tiny differences in where he's hitting the gates is where he's finding his extra second over everybody else.
Well, there it is, 103.62 versus the 104.36 for Adrone, who came in 2nd on that run. I love that Sky and Jet. I love Sky and Jet. Who's with me? I think we all love Sky and Jet, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
What's dirty? What is going on? Oh, my God. I'm going to leave that one alone.
Yeah, that was
Halo Walker, look at that, baby. Yeah, man. Can I get a shout out to Star's sister? She's watching today. See what I'm always talking about. Hey, Star sister, how are you? Jet, say hi to Star sister, will you?
Hey, Star Sister. How are ya?
Hey, hi there. Hopefully you're having a good time. Thanks for joining us and finally getting to see what Star's doing out here. It's crazy, I'll tell you that. 20 points on the board for Halo Walker. Perfect 10s for him. A 103.62, by the way. Is that a new fastest? Can we get a confirmation? Maybe the voice of God up there can tell us. Travis?
I'm on it.
Oh, you're on it.
It's
All
definitely
right.
the fastest it's the fastest for the semifinals. I've got that in front of me.
103.62, the time to beat, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if he can beat it again. This is why you never see Star anymore. He lost him to video games. Yeah, exactly. Jordan's my favorite pilot, Simon Saucy says.
Thanks, Simon Saucy.
Storm Helix over in YouTube says, nice. That was just a discussion I wanted to hear with us talking about the FPV view. So I'm glad you got that, Storm. If there's anything else you guys want to see, let us know. Storm said he wanted to see an FPV view. He wanted us to talk about that race line. He got that wish. So if you guys have something like that you'd like to see, let us know. We've got 3 more heats to go in semifinal group number 2. And anyone's chance to find out which one of these 3 guys will move on to the finals. We'll find out.
Jordan, that's really the big one for me is Halo Walker is not just thinking about the turns, but where he's hitting the gates through the turns.
I was surprised that we weren't seeing a little more preloaded turns from him through that run.
I think he kind of is. It's more about how, like, he's really hitting those apexes in the right locations.
I think you're absolutely right there. I was expecting to see just
like a more drastic.
Because that's what we typically
right.
see. Maybe this track is just set up in a way that you don't need to really swing those turns ahead of time. But let's see if we can analyze it here on this next one. What we're looking for, ladies and gentlemen, when you see a gate and that pilot's going through it, a lot of times they'll actually turn that drone around before they even get to that gate. Let's see if Hondo does it as we follow along through his eyes onto that split S. On the ascent and then the dive back down, we're looking for one of those basic turns. Then a little wobble from Hondo as he goes down, but then gets right back into the mix. There it is. So there's a preloaded turn from Hondo right there. You see he turned that drone over before that gate came across, and he was able to push that throttle through that turn. That's what's allowing these guys to continue to gain that momentum and close that distance between the guy that's in front of him. Looking at Halo Walker's view again, there's a preloaded turn for him as well. You saw he was turning that drone before he even got through that section. So that's what I was looking for, guys. That's going to help you out a lot. If you're trying to find a tip or trick to help you on your lines, make sure if you're flying the Racer 4 that has a lot of weight and momentum behind it, you got to turn those drones just a little bit ahead of time to swing through that and then keep on that throttle through that. Halo Walker.
He's really stringing a lot of turns together. He's not just doing a turn through a gate, a different turn through another gate. He's doing 1 or 2 turns through multiple gates. So he's really able to string as many of these gates together as he can into one contiguous turn.
Well, everything we talked about, it doesn't matter because they didn't see shit because I had the wrong screen up. So my bad. So sorry about that, guys. You got to tell me sooner. Send smoke signals, something. Call me on the phone.
You're gonna have to watch the replay of that, Tone. I
think you're absolutely right. Let's just do it. All right, let's just pull up that replay. Why the hell not? All right, here we go. All right, let's get into Halo Walker's view. Where is he? There he is. All right, here's the replay of that run. And what Jet was talking about was stringing these turns together. So a lot of times what you're looking for in these races, guys, is you're looking at 2 or 3 gates ahead, sometimes even more. If you know the turns ahead, which all these guys know these turns ahead of time, they're trying to string essentially the exit of one gate to the entrance to the next. So as they're coming out of a gate or a turn, they're thinking about what's going on up ahead. They're thinking about how they can get out of this turn properly to set up to be into the next turn the right way. And you can see Halo Walker was taking the corners of those gates from that ascent and that dive, allowing him to take the best line on there. Then we were also talking about preloading turns. So watch Halo Walker as he comes out of this. And let's see if I can give you an example. Into that element going through sideways. He should preload there slightly, but not quite the best there. That's not really a preload turn, but earlier on in the race, he was doing a turn where his drone was essentially turning around prior to getting through that gate, allowing him to then increase the throttle after that. That's what's giving him those great times. But Dolma comes in first place with a 104.19. Halo Walker right there behind him, and A-Drone in third place. Next time I'm going to fly my quad to your house. Do that! That way I would have got it. Okay, so Halo Walker says, I was going for a third lap. That's why Dolma ended up taking him. That's why you did that aggressive turn right there at that last. I wondered why you did it, because it was an abnormal turn. I don't know if you guys noticed that when we were watching his FPV, but right as he went to go to that last turn to go towards that finish, it was almost like he did a late, abrupt turn, like he said, thinking he was going for a third lap. So, great. Thank you for letting us know. I appreciate that. Hondo preloaded, you said? Theo Lambert. I don't know if he was or not. He could have been. Let's find out. Hondo's view. He did preload that turn just ever so slightly, and that's helping these guys out. Remember, this drone is a heavy drone. It carries a lot of momentum, so you have to kind of turn that drone ahead of time to help you get through some of those turns. But the apex is everything on these, and with these turns being up and down, left and right, not just left and right, but up and down as well, it makes it a little bit more difficult to hit the apexes on them. Hondo's view from fourth place currently. I'm switching to the outside view as we now switch over to lap number 2. There it is. Dolma in orange and A-Drone in purple. Back and forth. Your neck and neck drones fighting for first place. Oh my God, we got another freaking camera change. It's the screens, guys. My screens are different. I'm so sorry, guys. Everything changed on me, and it's making it hard. No, you got all of lap 2. All right, changed it in time. I'm not doing another replay. Maybe I'll do a replay. I don't know. Just bear with me, guys. It'll all make sense eventually. Dolma still in the lead of the orange drone. Halo Walker in green in second place through the cube. Default in blue in third place. Around the final turn, Dolma brings it in first. Halo Walker in second. And Default just ahead of Hondo in third, now fourth. I'm sorry, guys.
That was a good time coming out of Dolma, huh?
I'm so sorry, guys. I know, Amy. I'm sorry. I'm just going to leave. You take over, Jordan? Take over?
Yeah, I got it.
We'll both remind you from now on.
What's that? We'll both what?
We'll both remind you from now on.
Yeah.
Every heat.
Yeah. Ideally. That'd be great. Because obviously I can't figure out how to press a freaking button. I never had this problem before, but the screens are on different sides now. I can't handle it. Heat 4 is done. 34 points on the board for Halo Walker. Dolma in second, 32. We know those guys are moving on to the finals. Here's another battle for third underway, ladies and gentlemen. A-Drone and Hondo. Default in the mix as well. Unfortunately, creating we're not going to have it. Brain overload, it is. Today's been a crazy day, man. Plus now, Canoodle's crappy window is broken. My window's not broken! I did a broadcast once, and we would have to tell the dude to push the button all the time. I usually don't have this problem, but, it's, I'm getting fired. I know. That's what's happening. Canoodle's enjoying this time. Right? It's one of those days, Theo.
Scene change.
It's one of those.
Change.
It's one of those days. It's already changed. We're already changed. Don't make me change it again. Oh, you three. Yeah, it didn't work this time. Thank you, Simon. I appreciate it. I hate all of you. Shut up. Thank you guys for the reminder. I am getting old, Necro. Don't make fun of me. Hondo, the red drone, in fifth currently. Was up there in the front from the start of the pack. Not able to stay up there, unfortunately. Dolma in first. Now dropping back. Creator Gamer up there in the mix. A-Drone up front in purple. The dive down into the pit.
Doing what he needs to do.
I want to see A-Drone's view from FPV. Here it is, into the cube. On to lap number 2 around the pole. On to that left turn. Here's that split S. Swings ever so slightly wider than normal, but it didn't hurt him. Still in the lead. A-Drone up front. Close to the edge of that gate. I thought he was going to clip it. The sky gate, the drop down, turn right. Into the corridor, onto the wall ride now. Dolma just behind. Here's his view. Dolma hot on his tail. Nipping at it, so to speak. Into the Emelman, onto the cube next. Dolma drops low. A-Drone high. Around the final pole, into the finish. Dolma with a better turn. Closes the distance, but cannot make the pass. A-Drone with a 103.85 for first place. Halo Walker, you're upside down. What is going on, Halo? I'd like to ask for a chase cam from behind the third place runner in the next race, if that's possible. Charlie, I got you. Mercury is in retrograde. Yeah, no joke, man. I know, Graham. I am a great commentator, but a lousy video, man. Have I ever had a problem before? Storm Helix says, what rates and camera tilt do you guys like for this tournament? I mean, you really got to ask that in chat to the guys who are flying. I would say a lot of them are flying 45 angles, but it's anyone's guess as to what they're really going for. As far as their rates go, I couldn't tell you. I would have to literally ask each one of these guys, and I don't know. Metro Drone says no video. What are you talking about, man? You might have to refresh.
Wow, look at that. Adrone bringing it up, Millhouse on that one.
There's your results from the final run. 39 points for Dolma, Halo Walker with 34, and it's Adrone who moves into third place with 25 points, a 5:29 overall time. So he'll move on to the finals with Dolma and Halo Walker. G-Man Bio says, I literally changed my rates 1 hour before the tournament started and got pole position, and then I choked. Oh, man. But you're glad you switched. Halo, you think Halo's running a 45 and a 120 FOV? I wonder if he is. Are you trying the Vanny Challenge 3D flying? Simon Saucy asks Halo Walker. I don't know. All right. We're going to the finals, ladies and gentlemen. Dolma, yeah. Halo Walker, and Adrone moving on from the group number 2. Don't forget we have SK Dare Star and Captain Crazy in group number 1 now in the finals. No, guys, I was trying to go backwards. Halo Walker says, I didn't know what the hell you were doing, Halo Walker. Your camera angle is 48. Halo's running a 48. What are you running as far as rates go, more or less? Because we got guys who want to know. Storm says, what rates and camera tilt do you guys feel like for the tournament? How about you guys? I usually run around the 400 degrees per second as far as rates go, and I run a 45 angle and a 120 FOV.
I'm at 500 degrees per second at 0.5, 0.80, and I think I do 43 degrees.
Okay, so we're pretty close to each other.
Yeah. I for some reason I like to look at the ground instead of looking where I'm supposed to be going.
All right. I mean, to each their own, right?
Yeah.
We're starting
Whatever
the finals now, ladies and gentlemen. Team Crash RC says he flies a 48 degrees. So everyone's throwing that information out there. Graham Parkinson's throwing his prediction. SK Dare, Halo Walker, Adrone. All right, here we go. Sky to Jet from Twitter. For players who have only ever played a sim, how would you recommend getting into drone racing?
Ooh.
You might have to think about that one.
Stepping out into the real world?
Maybe.
That's a good question.
For these guys that have only ever played in the sim, why don't you hold on to that thought and we'll get to it after heat number 1 of the finals because it's starting now. And don't you guys tell me the screen's not changed because it is. Captain Crazy in the yellow drone watching his eyes as he goes through this. Oh, big fumble and mistake from Captain Crazy as he goes down. Now he has to fight from 6th place. Halo Walker in the lead. Here's Dolma's view from 2nd as he runs in the back of him. No collisions are turned on, though. The wall ride, Dolma dropping in just ahead of him, but Halo Walker takes it right back. Halo Walker with a better run through the dive. SK Dare in red in the mix as well through the cube. Dolma playing chase in 2nd, now 3rd place. Adrone in orange up front as well. The pack is tight as they go into that split S. Halo Walker in the lead. Adrone in 2nd place now. And Dolma in green. It looked like Adrone might have fallen back there. Oh, he's still in the mix as well. Here's Dolma's view. Let me give you that third-person view perspective that you asked for, Charlie. It's a little bit difficult on this track since there's so many ups and downs. But you can see them going through this section. On the run. Oh, big fumble from Dolma in the green drone as he clips that pole and drops to 5th place.
Harsh.
Woo! 10 points.
Look at those times.
On the board for heat number 1 for Halo Walker, a 103.98. Ladies and gentlemen, Adrone with a 104 even. SK Dare right there. Charlie, that was a bad view for you. I'm sorry, man. We can't see. I know, man. I tried to give you a third-person view in the orbit camera, but this track doesn't allow for it very well. So I'll stick with the auto cam for you guys. All right, the question at hand, Jet. For
What was the
players who
question?
have only ever played in a sim, how would you recommend getting into drone racing?
Oh, yeah. So I would start with a small, like 2-3 inch size drone. They've been popularized as toothpick class. I think that's a really good starting point because it's a lot more durable than something bigger. You won't hurt yourself. It's a little cheaper to replace parts. And you can fly it like in your backyard instead of going out somewhere to fly.
Yeah.
So I think you'd start out with something small, get used to that, fall in love with FPV, and then from there is when you'd graduate to something like a 5-inch that can carry a GoPro and do the usual shenanigans. But I really do think it's the progression is simulator, then some smaller 2, 3, 4-inch drone, and then you graduate to the 5-inch. And then from there, once you're used to the 5-inch, you can then decide, what kind of flying do you really like to do, and then either build like a race drone or a freestyle drone or a long-range, larger 7-inch kind of drone. But progression-wise, yeah, little drone, then 5-inch.
There you
At
go.
least just for your wallet. It's a little cheaper on the wallet.
Well, that's some solid advice. Thank you, Jet, for all of that. Hopefully you guys caught it. If you didn't, clip it on Twitch. Then you guys can watch that clip back and get all that information. Of course, you could always hit up Jet. I'm sure he'll answer your questions if you need to. Here, I'm switching
anytime.
scenes, guys. Heat number 2 underway, ladies and gentlemen. Off the blocks through the
We
first
lost
turn.
drone.
We lost somebody, so we'll be restarting that one. Just kidding. Wrong way.
Practice run.
Says I went backwards. Why'd you go backwards? Don't go backwards. It's the wrong way. I wish I could fly my 3-inch in the yard. Team Crash RC says. I'm sure you could.
Yeah, my yard's a little small for a 3-inch, but it's the way I see it. It's a better learning tool because you aren't risking yourself or other people or other people's property as much compared to like a 5-inch.
Oh, geez. At least we got to see it. Yeah, at least you got to see it. Just for a second. Just a time. At least I switched scenes this time, right? My 3-inch flies like a 5-inch? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, in that case, it might be a little difficult, especially if you have a smaller yard, right?
Yeah. Well,
1507
and if
on
you
my
crash,
3-inch
you're probably
yard.
not losing a GoPro or something either.
No,
So
right.
Not that racers fly with GoPro.
Reject. Ah, that was good. Wasn't any Sims either when I started. No, there was not when I started either. Oh, a matter of fact, I remember trying to set up a flight control board and couldn't find anything online. Nothing. Absolutely zero was available online. It was just not available at the time.
It took me 2 weeks to find out that the propellers had to be on a certain direction.
We're just waiting for the last guy to get into the groove,
Than online.
and then we'll kick off the run. Super Sigma says, has Jet flown FPV drones with a DSLR camera? Any tips?
Yes, I have. You need to have very, very, very balanced propellers, very, very balanced motors, very balanced frame, and then a lot of vibration isolation because the larger sensor of the DSLR will be more susceptible to jello and vibrations.
Good question over there, Super Sigma. Thank you for that. Banu on Twitter says, for Jet, what would you like to see added or removed in DRL?
Added or removed? I hate up swatch gates with a passion.
Okay.
So I would say remove.
Remove
very
that,
hard
okay.
remove on that one. I don't know about added. I'll have to think
All
about
right.
that one.
Off the blocks through gate number 1, and it looks like Halo Walker, the purple drone, was the first one through. And you can see him going sideways through that turn. That's what we were talking about earlier, that preloaded turn. And he did a great job showing that A drone now in the mix, moving up to the front of the pack as he dives back down to make that hard right turn through the alleyway. Onto the wall ride. A drone still in the lead. Halo Walker right there with him neck and neck as they dive down to the next section. You guys want longer trails earlier? Somebody asked for it. Well, there you go. I'll give you those long trails. You'll see them eventually. A-Drone in the lead. Halo Walker right there. And it looks like Halo Walker's now pulled ahead. A-Drone falling back to second. Star in third place. As they come out of that split S on the ascent, the dive back down. Up to the Skygate. Star the first one. No, Halo Walker the first one to it. Star right there with him in the blue drone, though, on the wall ride next. Captain Crazy's view from fifth place. Halo Walker holding on to first. Now fighting with Star for first into the cube. Who will get it? On to the final turn coming up next. Star and Halo Walker, they come in exactly that order. Star with a first place finish, 104.19 versus the 104.27 for Halo Walker. Adrone and SK Dare, your third and fourth. See the large trails? Lets us see the lines. Well, there you go, my man. More swatch gates is what DRL needs, Subtroop says.
I'm down with swatch gates going down or to the side. It's when we have to go up it that I just fall apart, man. I don't know why.
I'm not a fan of the upgates myself either. 17 points on the board for Halo Walker after 2 heats, a 208.26 for him. Star right there with him, 13 points, and 12 for Adrone. You're 1, 2, 3 as we let this battle unfold. 3 more heats to go in the finals. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what happens. What are the predictions for these guys?
Ooh, I don't know.
If you haven't tweeted at Drone Race League yet, guys, using the hashtag DRLSimLive, you need to. It'll get you into $100 possibly. You guys can win. 3 lucky winners today will win $100 using the hashtag DRLSimLive, tweeting at Drone Race League. Heat number 3 starting now. Adrone's view as he makes the turn, a little wobble from him, drops down to 6th place into that split S. Star and the blue drone in the lead. SK Dare in red right there with him. Halo Walker in 3rd place. Here's Halo Walker's view. Halo Walker through the alley. Just behind Star on the dive down. SK Dare in the mix as well. Underneath and up and over the bridge. The Emmelman next. Star through the cube and comes out ahead on to lap number 2. Star doing a great job holding on to 1st place. Look at SK Dare moving up on Halo Walker. Makes the pass. Can he hold it? Into the split S. SK Dare in the red drone. Drops back down. On the ascent, the dive down again. SK Dare in the mix. Big mistake from Halo Walker as he goes down to 4th place. Captain Crazy now moves into 3rd place. Here's his view as he watches that battle for 1st unfold in front of his eyes. The dive back down. SK Dare and Star. Star and SK Dare, the Emmelman, into the cube. SK Dare there first. The final turn is coming up, and SK Dare's in the lead all the way in. 104.23 for SK Dare. Star in 2nd place, and Captain Crazy in 3rd. Woo! I can't believe that mistake from Halo Walker, though. And he drops down, man. Oh. Where's my scores?
But look how close those scores even are.
I got to get mine to load up here.
They could shuffle all day long for the next 2 heats, you know.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen. Your points: 20 for Star, 18 for SK Dare and Halo Walker. Whew. Simon Saucy says, "What were you saying about mistake?" I don't know. What are you trying to get at? I was talking about Halo Walker's mistake. Halo Walker, where are you, man? You didn't type in the chat after that race.
No,
I almost messed up really bad, he says. I thought you did at some point. You back, right? Hey, Space G's back. Welcome back, man. That excitement got you again? Maybe, man. He said he almost made one. Now he made one for sure. Yeah, I missed it, silly. What did I miss, Charlie? No, I was there. I saw it. I called it out. Did I not? Am I losing my mind still? At least the screen is on the right one this time. How about that, huh? Captain Crazy, no Star up there in the front. The blue drone, Halo Walker in purple right there as we go into this heat, the split S. And the order is changing. The pack is close. Look at how tight these guys are. Oof. Up top, the drop back down. Star in blue. In 3rd, currently on the wall right, SK Dare in green. No, he's in red. Who is that? That's Dolma in the front. Dolma in green right there with them. Star in blue into the cube. Halo Walker in 2nd place. Halo Walker's view as he looks behind Star. Into turn number 1 on lap number 2. The split S. Setting up for the ascent and dive. Star comes out ahead. Can he hold it? Dolma in green right there with him. Up to the sky gate. Dolma coming in a wide position. Makes that hard right turn. Stays in 2nd place. Tries to get the pass on Star. Closes the distance on him through the drop. Can he get it? Dolma makes the pass. Can he hold it, though, over the bridge into the Emmelman? Star takes it right back. Better on the inside line. Dolma drops back. End of the run is here. The final turn. Neck and neck. Oh! That had to be one of the closest finishes we've seen yet. Oh, my gosh.
That was insane. That was intense insane. That's
Dolma
2 words combined together.
Dolma Dolma with a 103.84 versus a 103.96. Don't start the next race, Travis.
You need a second.
I gotta hold on. Give me just 1 second here. Let me give you guys a. All right, let me slow this down. I'm gonna give you guys a slow motion finish here. All right, who's coming in the lead here at this point?
I think it's Dolma and Star are kind of next to each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the replay is not showing them right next to each other. They're showing them staggered one in front of the next, or one in front of the other.
Wow.
As they come around that turn, there's Dolma in that green drone, just ever so slightly ahead of him. As I slow it down, you can kind of see a better shot of that.
I think his drop in elevation gave him that extra tiny bit of speed he needed into the finish.
But the angle that we saw from that outside view, they looked like they were neck and neck going through that turn. But no, he was actually ahead as well. 27 points on the board for Star. SK Dare in second with 23 and 19 for Halo Walker. But anything can change in this next heat, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it can.
Oh, man. Oh, all right. Looking at the board right now, who do you guys think will get this one? In the chat, I want to see your predictions. Who's getting first place? The final heat of the night is coming up.
So, Star has the best average record. They've all had a first place. Halo Walker has been kind of on a rough one for the past couple.
Yeah, well, he's got two 1-pointers there in Heat 3 and Heat 4. But look at the overall time between Star and SK Dare.
He got 1 point, but he's what, like 0.2 seconds back from first.
Yeah, exactly.
That is so harsh,
all right,
dude.
I'm seeing a lot of stars showing up in the chat. It's A-Drone's turn, right? Question mark. OG says SK Dare will take it. Timothy says. Hates Carla says Halo's got this one. Let's find out. I don't know. This race is nuts. Heat number 5 starts now, ladies and gentlemen. Canoodle rerun. I thought A-Drone had issues. Well, that's not for me to decide, my man. That's for the race officials to decide. Travis, do you have an update on A-Drone?
I have no update on A-Drone.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the final heat. Here we go. Through the first gate and the first turn as well. Halo Walker, the purple drone, finds the early lead. Can he hold on to it? So far, so good. The ascent, the dive back down. Dolma in green right there with him. Star in blue as well. A-Drone has forfeited the race. Not sure what's going on with him. Maybe our race official could find out some information for us. Captain Crazy in the yellow drone right there with him as well. Dolma, FPV in green. Captain Crazy in third. Switching over to first place. Dolma now exceeding his lead. Star just behind. Halo Walkers dropped to fourth place behind Captain Crazy. Out of the split S, the ascent is here. Dolma still in the lead. Star looking for his mark. Takes the inside line coming up to the approach on the Sky Gate. Nope.
Oh.
We need an update.
With a cancel.
Yeah, we had to do a reset on that race. A-Drone did get kicked from that heat.
Darn.
Well, there you go. Dolma says, bro. Star needs to get third for SK Dare to win. Or less, right?
It's all right, Dolma. You got it.
Just getting back in the mix here.
I am going to do a quick review of heat number 4. A-Drone is now reporting that his game did crash on that. I do have a report that he did not score any points on that heat. So we may be doing a reset. Just give me a second to confirm.
All right. Thank you so much, Travis. Some information from our race official. There you go, Halo. I know you keep telling me, and I don't know what you'd like me to do about it. I told you to tell Travis these things. But he's working on it, my man. Here comes the nerves, Sky says, as we go into these final heats. Yeah, no joke, right? Oh, the tension mounts. Ko-Aloha Kev. I saw Jet in an octagon in Shanghai. What was he doing there, Super Sigma says.
Definitely not fighting anyone in it. Just hanging out.
Why didn't you fight anybody, huh? Come on now.
The octagon is a lot bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, I've
standing in it. It's a huge ring, man. It's not just this little cage. It's a very large area.
You got a lot of room for activities inside that octagon. You'd be surprised, huh?
But no, I was just hanging out, visiting the new Shanghai UFC building, training facility that they have.
Nice.
Really cool place. Really nice people.
Jordan, you need to come to the East Coast. I want to fly with you, Simon Saucy says.
Someday. East Coast is a long way away from here in Seattle.
Yeah, but, no joke, right?
Actually, I will be in Louisiana at the end of the month for Dawn Till Dusk Mayhem team race.
Ooh. Well, there you go.
If you're near there.
Simon, he's meeting you more than halfway. I say you go down to there, and you guys can all hang out and fly together.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
We're waiting for you to get in the spectate booth.
Oh, is that
Mr.
me?
Jet?
Race officials have an update on the finals race. We have reviewed heat number 4. There was also a technical issue. We'll be resetting heat number 4. So we'll have to look at the scores from there, and we'll be rerunning heat 4 and number 5.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for that.
The whole reset.
So that'll change things just a little bit as we go back to heat number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Simon says, I think I'll make that happen. Oh, maybe. Well, there you go.
All right. Yeah, it's going to be really fun. It's a big team. I think it's 12 hours.
Wow.
I'm going to be racing with Team Heart of America.
What's the longest you've ever flown for in a race like that? Have you done these kind of long exhibition races like that?
We did it last year. We actually, Heart of America won last year.
Ah, yeah. You got Shames in Team Heart of America. There. You got Nurk, you, Amari. Sky.
Yeah, it's fun.
A lot of amazing guys.
I'm mostly the guy that's yelling at them to fly faster.
All right, off the blocks and into heat number 4, that is, ladies and gentlemen, as they go through the first turns. Dolma in the green drone finds himself up front. Can he hold it? Oh, Halo Walker tries to take it back. Star now in the blue drone trying to take it as well. Up top, the dive back down to right turn. Captain Crazy in the mix. Ooh, I don't know. The wall ride is here. A-Drone's view from 4th place as he dives down. All 6 next to each other. Star, however, starting to pull away from the pack. Swings wide, though, into the cube, and that slows him down. Dolma in the green drone capitalizes on that mistake, tries to take advantage of it, pulls ahead. Star takes it right back. The split S. On to the ascent. Dolma now up front, and Star in chase from 2nd place. Can he hold that all the way through? Dolma, already falling out of position. Star's taking it right back on the wall ride, the dive down into the pit. Star, Dolma, A-Drone, you're 1, 2, 3 as they go back up and over the bridge into the Emmelman. Star in the lead, but slows down again in that cube section. That's going to hurt him. The final turn to the finish. Star comes back out of nowhere and takes it. A 104.12 for Star.
Dude, look at those times. Look at those times.
A-Drone, a 104.20. Oh my gosh, a 104. These guys were on top of each other. 104.27 for SK Dare.
Halo and SK Dare, 0.01 difference.
Wow.
Oh man, top 5 there was close.
I'm almost happy that we did that rerun because that was way more epic than the first time through.
0.27, 0.28, and a 0.29. SK, Halo, and Dolma.
Wow. Star, though, 30 points on the board as he goes into Heat 5. But anybody can take this one. Star, SK Dare, A-Drone, and even Halo Walker in the mix for Heat number 5 for first place. One of those 4 guys will be going to the final event, April 2nd, ladies and gentlemen. 12 pilots from all 12 of these tournaments. The first place winner from each one gets a seat in the final tournament April 2nd. And on that tournament, only one winner will come out and become the next DRL pilot in the 2020 season, racing up against that guy right over there, Mr. Jordan Temkin. Who will it be in this group? Let us know what you think. A-Drone's a bit faster when his game's not crashing, OG says. Well, hopefully he can maintain that. Simon Saucy says I was right. Sky says I think Star has it. SK Dare says Star's got it. Star has to mess up real hard, Pro Turn says, for the others to win. Well, it could certainly happen, and I'm sure Jordan can attest to that because that does
Oh, yeah.
happen. One little
It
mistake,
does.
you don't expect it, and that's it. You fall all the way back. Off the blocks and into the first gate, and it looks like Halo Walker and Star neck and neck. As they go through turn number 1, now out of that split S, Dolma in the green drone finds his way up front out of nowhere. Star drops all the way to 5th place, ladies and gentlemen. Dolma in green up front. Halo Walker just behind him. A-Drone in the orange drone in 3rd. The dive down, Captain Crazy now moves into position. Him and A-Drone going back and forth, fighting for 3rd place. Halo Walker and Dolma fighting for 1st place. It's a wonky mess of drones through the cube. Lap number 2 is here. Halo Walker in the lead. Dolma in 2nd. A-Drone in 3rd place. On to the split S. Who comes out ahead? It's Dolma in the green drone. Halo Walker quickly gets back in the mix, trying to make that pass. Not able to do it. The Skygate to drop down the right turn. Dolma in the lead. Onto the wall ride. Halo Walker just behind him. A-Drone up there with him as well. The dive into the pit. Dolma still holding on to 1st place. Big mistake from A-Drone as he goes down. Halo Walker and Dolma. Dolma and Halo Walker, the final turn, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to take this one? And Halo Walker takes it.
Walker.
A 103.95 versus a 103.97.
Oh my god.
Oh! Don't tell me there was a problem with SK Dare. Do we have a forfeit from SK Dare? I swear if we have to rerun that heat, I'm going to lose my
No.
mind.
We're not rerunning that heat.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Star is your overall winner. Halo Walker did such a great job trying to catch up there in heat number 5, unable to do so because Star got 5 points on the board. He takes it. Star is your winner, ladies and gentlemen, of today's event. He'll get one of those seats in the top 12 on April 2nd in the final event. Halo Walker just barely missed it out, but he did a great job in heat number 5. Just didn't have enough points to get that one. Woo!
Congratulations, Star.
That was nuts.
That was insane.
We do have Star in the chat if he wants to join us.
Star, talk to me.
Hello guys,
Hey, how are you?
Oh,
what a race. Today was incredible. Few technical difficulties, FPV, and I just want to shout out to you for that quarterfinal seat that we done. It was incredibly well handled, even though we didn't have a lot of time.
That
Thank you very
was
much. Yeah, we got through it.
Yeah, we did get through it.
Star.
Man,
Star, talk to me about
yeah.
that last heat there. You know, Halo Walker coming in first, that had to have you a little bit worried. Did you know that the position you were in, getting 5 points on the board, was going to put you ahead of the pack, or were you still kind of unsure about that during that heat?
I did know that I need to get third if SK Dare finishes first.
Okay.
And when I saw that SK Dare isn't in first, I was pretty sure that fourth would be enough, so I kind of didn't try to overcommit to the turns. I mean,
Well-
in the end, it just barely worked out, but yeah, couldn't be happier with the result right now. It was a incredibly close race. Everyone had some wins in the heats, and yeah, I'm just kind of tired right now.
Well, that was an incredible performance, man. Talk to me about some of these maneuvers. What was the most difficult portion of the track for you, and how are you able to overcome that?
This track, it kind of, at the beginning it kind of felt more difficult than at least the other ones. Yeah, definitely had to get some practice in to get the lines right.
Yeah.
For me, it was kind of interesting. Usually I have like one obstacle where I'm pretty bad at, and I train it, and in the tournament I'm gonna take it slower there.
Uh-huh.
On this track, I thought I would be consistent, but I always would be crashing in different objects, so it was not like that one thing that kept me falling out, but every time a different gate, which make it really hard to train this. But I did put in a lot of multiplayer racing with Halo Walker, Creator Gamer, and Captain Crazy these last 2 days. And I think that really helped me just get a little bit more confidence in all the lines, so I could just go through there. And even though I did have some mistakes, it just barely worked out for me here.
Well, you did a great job, and I've seen you practicing a lot. You know, Travis and I, we're in Discord every single day. We're available for you guys if you ever need help out there. But we're always seeing, I'm always seeing Star, I'm always seeing Halo Walker, AJ, Captain Crazy. I'm seeing all these guys. They're always practicing, and they're in the voice lobbies in Discord. So if you guys are out there and you want to practice with some of these guys that are on the top of the boards, that are doing their best out there, killing it like Star, I'm sure they'll be more than happy to fly with you guys, give you some tips if you're new at this stuff. So make sure you're joining the DRL Discord channel as well. Lots of pilots in there, lots of help that these guys are willing to give, and everyone's just like a big family in there. So make sure you're joining. Star, congratulations on the win today, man. We'll see you in the final event. Any changes or what's your practice regimen? Do you want to give us any information on what you plan to do from now until that final event?
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that I'd be winning this early, so I was planning on attending to more tournaments.
Well, not anymore. You're done.
Yeah, not anymore, definitely. So I'm just gonna keep grinding. I know that I got to coach Halo Walker. He did an amazing job today.
Yeah.
We were so close in all the training heats we put up. We did some practice tournaments, just us two and sometimes a few more. And it was always very close. And he just got second. I've seen it now. I'm gonna coach him through it so he gets the next one.
Oh, nice! Look at that. That's some
Awesome.
camaraderie
I
out
like
there.
That. I like that.
And I think Jet, you can attest to that. I mean, a lot of the DRL pilots, although you guys are all competing against each other, it's like a big family between you guys.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like you even sometimes will talk to each other and try to say, okay, well, if I get second here, that'll give you this many points to put you into this position. You know, you guys kind of figure those things out along the way too, right?
Yeah. I mean, a big part of it is just, we are all doing the same thing that we all love to do.
Right.
So, there's definitely a common ground between everyone that flies FPV and everyone that races FPV. So it's definitely cool to get to see just the camaraderie that everybody has, be it in DRL, be it in amateur multi-GP, or in the simulator.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The camaraderie continues. Even though he's going to be competing with these other guys, they still plan to practice together and continue to fly together. That's amazing. We've got some announcements to throw out there for you guys. Just again, a big congratulations, Star, for taking the win today. Nice job, everybody. Halo Walker in second. A-Drone got third place overall. There's your results from the rest of the guys. SK Dare in fourth overall. Dolma, Captain Crazy, you're 5 and 6. And then, of course, 7 through 14 down below on the screen as well. Halo Walker says, Canoodle, I really feel like I'm the Gab 707 of the sim. And he laughs. I don't know. I think you could be onto something, Halo. You certainly have the predictions down for sure. So there's a lot of statistical analysis going on, I'm assuming, in your head, right? You almost had that, Halo. You almost had that, brother. Hopefully, this Thursday might be your run. We'll have another tournament, of course, this Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, ladies and gentlemen. But we've got some winners to announce. Who's ready for $100, ladies and gentlemen?
Ooh, money.
For those that did not tweet at Drone Race League and use that hashtag DRLSimLive, you missed out on the chance to win $100. But 3 of you guys definitely did not miss out. Are you ready? You're coming forward on Thursday, G-Man Bio says. Ooh, I don't know. Timothy says I'm ready as well. All right. Where's A-Drone? Because although A-Drone got third place, he still won $100 today for tweeting at Drone Race League using the hashtag DRLSimLive. A-Drone, you're one of the winners of that $100. Theo Lambert also getting $100. And who's our last one? It was Creator Gamer. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Canoodle. Oh, shut up. What do you mean? Why? Why is he getting 100? Because he tweeted. I told you guys over. I'm like a broken record up here. The Tune In Awards. Tweet at Drone Race League. Use the hashtag DRLSimLive and you might win $100. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A-Drone wins $100. Theo Lambert gets $100. And Creator Gamer gets $100. What are you saying? No. What do you mean? No way. How is Creator winning again? He's luck of the draw, my friend. Luck of the draw. Halo Rocker says this is rigged. It's definitely not rigged. Travis?
Not rigged.
Is it? Yeah, thank you.
Not rigged.
That's what I wanted to know.
That's your answer.
Travis just confirmed for us, the man in the sky up there. He says it's not rigged. It's not rigged. Just saying. But you put the guys in there that I told you should win, right? Is that right? You put them in there?
Hey, you forgot
Anything you tell me, I usually do the opposite.
Okay. See there. Oh, the opposite. God, no, it's not rigged. Get out of here. Drug test Travis. We're gonna have to drug test you, Trev. He'd pass with flying colors. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for us today. Mr. Jordan Temkin, ladies and gentlemen, Jet, hanging out with us.
Me. Dude, that was a lot of fun.
Dude, we had a lot of amazing questions for you.
Sweaty hands over here.
Why are you sweating?
Dude, because that
is
racing was
Is
so
it because of me? Is that why?
Yeah, it's
you
excited
to see me? Told you I came out of the closet, didn't I? There it is, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
wait, I faced the wrong way.
Yeah, you got to look over here at my. Look into my eyes, right here. Can you get like real close, like right here? Like, come on, right here, right here, right. Yes. Oh, God, don't blow on me. Jeez. All right, guys, that's it for us. We'll see you guys on Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you join us then for the next tournament. We'll get another person in the hot seat and see who's going to be moving on to the finals April 2nd for that final event. And only one person will come out of that final event as the winner and getting that seat in the DRL 2020 League, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be crazy. You don't want to miss it April 2nd. Just a reminder, there are plenty of ways for you guys to win. We have the rookie leaderboards for those that purchase the sim after January 1st. You guys are automatically entered. All the information is on the website, so make sure you check it out. The participation awards, where all you have to do is fly in at least 6 of the weekly tournaments. Listen, there's a lot of people that ask me, how do I get in these participation awards? Do I have to actually make it to the top 24? No, you don't. All you need to do is fly in the tournament. That even includes the qualifier for the tournament. That first 30 minutes, get in there. As long as you're in there and you set a time on the qualifier, you're entered into the participation awards and you might win it. But you got to do in at least 6 of them, okay? So keep that in mind as well. We also have the regional leaderboards, top 25 of your region by having fastest cumulative overall time across all the tournament tracks by March 26th, and you're entered into that. And then, of course, we have those weekly leaderboards, which we announce every Thursday night as well. How many tournaments are there? Banu Fongs asks. Well, there are 12 tournaments, 12 winners, 12 pilots going into that final event. So there technically would be 13 if you count the final event. So there you go. I'll destroy something, probably my entire house, if I don't win that. Come on, Halo, you can do this, man. Thursday night's all you, my friend. All right, Jet. Look, oh, there's the puppy. Oh, there's the puppy. What's the puppy's name again? Louie, right?
Hello, everybody. Hi.
Do I have to get my dog too?
He had a long day, a puppy.
Oh, what a pooper.
Sleepy buddy.
Canoodle, guess what I'm going to do? Halo Walker says, I don't know, man. What are you doing, bro? I'm assuming practicing for Thursday. That's probably what should be done, right? What's the next map? RSA Fishing Noob asks. Well, then on Thursday night, it'll be the same track. We fly the same track on Tuesday and Thursday, and then every Thursday night, we release the new track for the next week. So the new track will be released this Thursday after the tournament for next week's set of tournaments. However, this Thursday will be this same track, but it just won't have Star in the race because he's already made it to the final event. So his time is done. My dogs are watching. Dog and Drone Man. What a perfect name right there. Canoodle,
Dog and Drone Man.
Halo Walker says, Canoodle, look at it. I predict Halo Walker to win the next tournament. Let's find out, man. That's my holy prediction. Halo Walker wins the next tournament. All right, we'll find out. Heads Up FPV says, who won? There you go, my friend. Right there. Star's the number 1 guy. He's moving on to the final event. Thank you for joining us, guys. That's it for us today. Say bye-bye to the puppy and, of course, to Jet. Jet, thanks so much for hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me. It was really, really fun. And congrats to Star again.
There you go, guys. We're out of here. We'll see you guys Thursday night. Good night, everybody. Toodaloos,
Okay.
Caraboos. Toodaloos.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to the 2019 Swatch DRL Tryouts. Tonight, we crown the 2019 Sim Champion, who earns a $75,000 contract to race as a Swatch pilot in the upcoming DRL season.
Being a professional drone pilot full-time is what I want to do, so that's why I'm here.
We're streaming live from the HyperX Esports Arena here at the Luxor Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas.
We have been doing much more than just sim racing. They have been flying tiny whoops. They have been racing their favorite DRL champs, interacting, meet and greeting with their favorite FPV pilots.
At the end of today, only one player will stand alone as the new Swatch professional pilot flying in the 2019 DRL Allianz World Championship season. On the final straight, Flash in the mix, Fluxy takes it back. Engineer just behind.
It's not going to happen. He's not going to let it go.
No, he's not. Woo. Oh no, it's neck and neck. Oh.
drop down from the next side. Gray spot in red finds his way through the gate first. Hyper in purple, he's there. Little Fluxy takes first.
Theo, oh no, I'm sorry, Storm Helix, who designs the tracks for the tournaments. It's all been FP Vegan. So the man that pops up from the sky, our race official, he's been the one designing all the tracks in the tournaments. Hopefully you were still with us and able to hear that answer.